Hello, YouTube. How we doing today? What's going on, everybody? Hello, and welcome back to some Days Gone Remastered. I'm excited for this one. I actually haven't got to play much Days Gone in, shit, it's been about a week since we played. I guess last Friday was the last time we did a Days Gone stream. I haven't played at all since then. I've been working lots of long hours. Literally didn't even get to stream on Monday night. Sorry for that. I wish I could have been here with y'all. Just got in from work so late that evening, there was just no point in trying to do a stream. I think it was like after 7 o'clock when I got home, so there was just no way I could do it. Anyway, let's go ahead and kick this one off. We'll say hi to the chat and we will get it started. Country Boy VR, first one, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Always nice to see new faces in the crowd. Knights of Finland, KOF, what's up, man? Welcome in. Darylyn Warren, hello. See, we also have Rebel Mac Daddy 07 and Obi-Wan Craig Noby. Craig, what's up, buddy? How you doing? And there's Lionheart 8859. Lionheart, welcome in. Good to see y'all. Thank you for being here. All right, I realize it's a bit weird. I'm a bit out of sorts myself with this late start. It's always frustrating when I end up starting late and then having to scramble to get everything set up. So, and of course we had tech issues. I don't know why. I guess there was an update to the streaming software and we had to go in and fix a few settings that change by default every time it gets an update. But yeah, we are ready to do it. Let me make sure I have the correct save. I believe, well, that is definitely not the most recent save. April 21st? Yeah, I don't think so. Shit, let's see. What was the last day we streamed? The last time we streamed Days Gone would have been Friday, May 9th. I did do an early morning Saturday stream. Didn't I do a stream Saturday morning, Saturday the 10th? So we should have something current from May 10th. Are you fucking kidding me? Why do I not have my May 10th save here? This is a bit concerning. Are we on the correct profile? We are on the correct profile. Let me try downloading from the cloud. Will do. Thank you. So, what the monkey fuck is going on here? None of my fucking saves are here. I upload, when we played that stream Saturday morning, I made sure to upload to the cloud. So my current save should be in the cloud. It's showing the most current is from March. And in the game, it's showing my most current save is April.
I don't know, but remember I used it the other day. Are you on Days Gone Remastered?
I might not be on Days Gone Remastered. So there's two versions of Days Gone. The original and the remaster. So let's try that. I guess I should have checked to see what was in the cloud. Okay. All right. Okay, let's switch over to the main gaming screen. And let's see what happens. All right. Also, we have Melissa S. has joined the chat. Hello, Melissa. How you doing, ma'am? Unknown. Welcome in, Unknown and Something Wicked. This way comes. Welcome in, Something Wicked. Yeah, I think it really was just, well, obviously, it was just I had selected Days Gone. And not Days Gone Remastered. So this is Days Gone Remastered on the PlayStation 5 Pro. Now, here we should have something. What did I say it was? May 10th? The 10th was Saturday morning, right? So yeah, around 11:51 a.m. Return to Diamond Lake Camp. Yeah, this should be the right spot. All right, I'm just double checking. Yeah, May 10th. Around noon was when we shut it down. Okay, this is where we're actually at in our Days Gone Remastered playthrough. That was frustrating, but see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. When I end up having a late start like this, and then I'm scrambling to get everything set up, you end up clicking on the wrong shit, getting flustered, you know, not setting up things correctly. Anyway, here we are. Let's do it. Jimmy Briggs and Julian Aguilar, hello and welcome. Ooh, you're doing a permadeath run. Holy shit. K&L Collectibles and Games, welcome. Llama Rob, welcome. Oh, and Unknown, you just completed a permadeath run. Damn, okay. So how does that work? I haven't done permadeath yet. Like, did you select save per act or whole game? And how does that work? Do you know? If you die, where does it restart you at? I don't know yet. Myself, personally, I really don't have much interest in doing a permadeath run simply because I know it will frustrate me if I end up dying to some stupid shit like getting spawned in the air and falling to my death, or enemies spawning literally right on top of me and killing me in one hit before you have any chance to respond. Stuff like that, I know it's going to piss me off and ruin my permadeath run. It's going to ruin the fun of it. So I just don't know that I have any interest in doing a permadeath run. Like, it's one of those things where I don't feel like I have anything to prove as far as doing a permadeath run, just to say I did it. And I know it would ruin my fun if I died of something stupid like that. Debbie Lanham, welcome in. Howdy. Oh, you completed some Horde Assault last night. Nice. Whole world died 2 times. It starts you 2 missions back. So it actually just sets you back a couple of missions the way you were doing it. Not had any glitches, deaths. Not have any glitches or death. I see. Okay, so let's see where we're at. We were able to clear the map in the, oh wait, look, we left a friggin' Nero injector. Well, we got to go grab that. I was going to say in the last episode, we did clear the map over here on the Highway 97 area. We even, the chat was able to help me out. We figured out the glitch for getting into the college early. There's a patch of rocks right in here that you can drive the bike up, or walk the bike up. And we were able to get inside, clear the Horde, clear the Nero checkpoint, and clear the nest in there, which is nice because that opens up fast travel. So what we want to do is get to this bike jump Nero research. Let's go ahead and do that right off. We'll just wrap up the map area around Highway 97, and then we'll get to clearing the map around Crater Lake, because that's what we're doing in tonight's episode. We want to work on clearing the map in Crater Lake. I do not have my settings. This has been a persistent problem. It is, even though I'm on my personal profile, it is set to 8-bit terrors settings again. So that is pretty frustrating. This has been a persistent glitch. It just forgets the settings. It overrides the settings from another person's profile with yours, or overrides your profile with theirs. It's very frustrating. I have to go in and change my settings every single time. Okay, that should be it. I didn't turn on persistent dot. Get out of photo mode. That's not what I was trying to do. There it is. All right. Now we're set. All right, let's go do the thing with the stuff. We do want as much meat as we can get, because we are still trying to increase trust with the 2 militia camps. I believe I have level 2 with Diamond Lake Camp. We're probably still level 0 or level 1 with Wizard Island. In fact, I'm not even sure where we're at with Wizard Island. It's going to be level 0. We have not started any progress with Wizard Island Camp yet. Oh, KNL, I see. Usually have to watch the replay. Yeah, I understand. It is nice to have you in the chat. Yeah, it's always more fun. I mean, it's cool watching the live streams after the fact, because you still get the tips and tricks, and you still get the lore and the conversations and things like that. But you don't get the benefit of like actually interacting with folks in the chat, which I think is one of the great things about these live streams. Okay. Now, bike mechanics, I've been hearing reports that the bike physics have changed a little bit. I personally have had difficulty making a couple of the jumps that I've always made easily before. And I've got some comments on one of my videos for getting the Burnout Apocalypse trophy. I've gotten several comments on that where folks are telling me, hey, this just is not working right now. It's just not working. I don't know what's going on with it, or why it would be different. I know that the methods in that video do work, and they should work in the remaster as well. Looks like we need to do stamina to get that stamina caught up. Raekwon, the chef. What's going on, Raekwon? Not interested in permadeath at all. Only due to motorcycle accidents, yeah. In real life motorcycle accidents, or in the game motorcycle accidents?
That'll do it.
Okay, so we got that. Can we fast travel back to Wizard Island? No, and if it's given me a reason, I can't see it. Might be because of infestation zones. I'm not sure, because there are some infestations around here or something. So I don't know. It's not letting me. Let's try it now. No. Maybe you just can't do it from a Nero jump site. Now let's try it from here. Now we can fast travel. Nice. All right, so now we can set to the whole purpose of this episode, which is clearing the map in the Militia area, in Wizard Island area. Irish Molly, welcome in. Stickman4131, welcome. Let's see. Irish Molly, no, not yet. I don't think so. We're still in the process of reorganizing the office. In fact, just today, Claire was moving stuff around in the office. So don't permanently have the office set up yet. Yeah, and see, I see your comment there, Unknown, about you got the permadeath trophy and that's all you wanted. Myself, personally, I don't care about trophies. If they don't actually unlock anything or provide an actual in-game bonus, don't care. Don't care. So, I mean, I've never been the kind of person to track trophies and achievements and things like that. It doesn't actually do anything in the game. I don't see any purpose for it.
Hey, D, I've got a question for you.
What the hell's an East Coast city boy doing all the way the hell out here?
It's like with the challenge mode patches, when you when you get rank in the challenge mode, in the challenges, it actually unlocks permanent bonuses that carry over to the main game. So I'm like, well, yeah, shit, yeah, I'm doing that. Hell, I teamed up with Borislav 24/7, had him do a collaboration live stream with me, where he was coaching me through getting gold in all the challenges. And the only reason I was interested in doing that was to get those patches, to apply those bonuses. That's the only thing that really mattered to me. Okay, so we want to clear the map in this region, and we want to get leveled up with Wizard Island. Now, I'm already level 2 with Diamond Lake, so I've got some of their best upgrades already. I will now start to focus on Wizard Island. So any bounties, any meats that I have, they're coming here.
Around here, name's Deacon St. John.
Just get whatever I can. Start getting trust here, which, shit, we're almost level 1 now. I've got quite a bit of meat, or should have a fair amount of meat. Let's see what this does. This might get us to level 1 if we're lucky.
That's all I got.
I know a lot of people recommend keeping your plants. I don't find that at all necessary. I don't consider that to be a pro tip, because the reason you would keep the plants is for crafting your cocktails. Well, I'm already just about maxed out on cocktails. I've got 5 of these, 4 of these, 5 of these, and you can go pick up more plants, which I also already have the skill Green Thumb, which allows you to gather 2 plants every time you harvest a plant. Well, that right there means I'll have enough plants to make more cocktails in no time. I don't see any reason to hold on to those plants when you can just go grab a few more, and you've already crafted the cocktails, so it's not a big deal. Lunk. Welcome in, Lunk. Howdy. Yeah, KNL, the only reason I got gold in the challenges was literally because I had Borislav 24/7 coaching me through the challenges. What we did was we did a collaborative live stream where he was watching me play. I did like a share play with him, and then we broadcast that in the live stream. And so Borislav was coaching me through step by step. And what I would do is I would do my thing of pausing the game, going into photo mode, and panning the camera around in photo mode, so that Borislav could tell me, okay, you want to go over here and do this thing at this spot. And I'm like moving the camera around in photo mode. Okay, so I'm going over here and doing this thing in this spot. Okay, cool, I got it. And then we unpause the game and go back to the action. And it worked out really well. It was a little bit challenging because there was a bit of a delay when you're doing a share play like that. For whatever reason, I think share play is generally instant, but for whatever reason, it was not instant. He did have a bit of a delay, so we were having to I would move and pause for a minute, let the feed catch up, and then let him tell me what to do, and we'd go from there. But yeah, it was actually a lot of fun. I'm glad we did that. All right, so what we want to do is clear the ambush camps first to remove the fog. Removing the fog will put the location of every single nest on the map. We'll also put the location of every single injector on the map. So let's get to work on that. I like to do the ambush camps first. Then I do the infestation zones. Then I do the Nero checkpoints. Basics of Pain, B.O.P. Welcome in, man. B.O.P. popping in over there on my Twitch chat. Thank you for that. I really appreciate that. Like I said, we are trying to get Twitch going. And folks, if you don't mind, if you have a Twitch account, pop over there and view the stream on Twitch. What we need in order to get affiliated on Twitch, we need a certain number of people watching at the same time for a certain number of minutes. That is the requirement. You have to have a certain number of concurrent viewers, and they have to be present viewing for a certain amount of time. And that is the only way to get affiliate status over there on Twitch. So yeah, if you have a Twitch account and you don't mind, pop in over there on Twitch and view the stream through Twitch. If you just don't like Twitch, well, that's cool. That's why we're on YouTube as well. But, you know, a lot of people prefer Twitch for the live streams. Twitch has a lot of features that YouTube does not have, for things like community interaction and stuff like that. YouTube's just not built around the streaming and community interaction type platform. So I'm going to leave it with that, with just that one save and one old save. The Hobbit 1901, and there's Sabby the Hobbit popping in on Twitch. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, and with them cute little emojis. Oh, all right. Now we are going 30 minutes in. So how's the day going for everybody, folks? How's your day been? I saw Melissa updating us on what's going on in her world. Okay. Things going wild around here. We got wolves, probably a screamer spawning in. Yeah, there's the screamer spawning in her little swarm. Do we have another swarmer? There's the screamer. Oh, yeah. And we did have some wolves on screen a second ago. They probably ran from the screamer and the swarmers. But if they happen to spawn back in, I'll sure take that wolf meat. They are way up the road being chased by a swarmer. Okay, never mind. So we'll just set to it. All right. So this location right over here, this radio tower just south of Wizard Island, is one of my favorite loot locations. It is not a hidden loot location with fully crafted items, but it is a great spot to pick up crafting materials. Mark G, welcome in, Mark. What's going on? Lunk day has been going great. Cool. No, Mark G, you're right on time, man. I actually just got started myself. Made it to Lost Lake and killed the Cascade Hordes. Nice, nice. So you are well on your way to unlocking the auto shotgun, aren't you?
Might be useful.
That's always a fun point in the game when you get that auto shotgun unlocked. Hell of a confidence boost when you get that thing. Oh, yeah, and Hobbit, yeah, I was going to ask about your new job. Your first week at the new job has been brutal. It's going to get better once you get settled in, filled in for the most difficult client the company works with. Oh, wow, so they're just doing a trial by fire with you, aren't they? Damn. Well, I guess that's one way to do it. You know, learn how to swim by getting thrown into the deep end. Oh, you've already got the shotgun, and it is amazing. Hell yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying that. I fucking love the auto shotgun. The auto shotgun is my favorite weapon in the game, hands down. It is not the best weapon in the game. It certainly is not the best weapon for all situations. But it is my favorite, because that motherfucker slaps. I just love the auto shotgun. Well, it looks like we're pretty well crafted up on stuff. We could make one health cocktail after we pick up some more plants and herbs and stuff. Oh, your CEU course is going well. That's cool. What is a CEU course? I'm not familiar with that acronym. And you like what you're learning? That's cool. That means a lot. That really makes a big difference. Continuing education. I see. Okay. Cool.
More scrap.
Always need scrap. Okay, looks like that's about everything we can get from here for now. Oh, aside from some berries. Yeah, the auto shotgun is so satisfying. I love it. And it works well when it's complemented by other weapons, like a nice precision long-ranged rifle in the special slot, and, you know, a nice medium-range spray-and-pray option in the sidearm slot. I just noticed we have this survivor rescue over here. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I don't see the Marauder anywhere. I was going to snipe the Marauder, but I didn't see him yet.
Yeah, nice bunch of rapists, thieves.
There he is.
What you doing out here, huh? Looking for your next easy target?
All right.
Someone needs help.
Now, this is... There's a decision to be made here. I know that I'm already at level 2 with Diamond Lake. And I've only just hit level 1 with Wizard Island. And I know from experience that Diamond Lake gives you the most trust for these survivors. Wizard Island does not give you quite as much trust. So, like, there's a decision to make. It's like, do I want to get the most trust that I can, or just get a little boost with the camp I need a boost at? I'm already level 2 with Diamond Lake, but you do get a really nice boost by turning in survivors there. Which one do you do? Right now, yeah, it honestly doesn't matter. We're going to hit 3 with both camps eventually. But I think for now, even though it's a smaller boost, I'm going to go ahead and give it to Wizard Island, because what I want next is level 2 with Wizard Island. That's the next tier that I need to get to unlock weapons that I want. Level 2 at Wizard Island, you'll get the Chicago Chopper and also the BFG. Hey, Mark G, thanks, man. Question, when you go to Lost Lake, do you do ambush camps and infestation zones?
Don't stop.
No, because, now here's the caveat. Generally, I say whenever you reach a new map region, the first thing you do is ambush camps, infestation zones, Nero checkpoints. Lost Lake is the only caveat there, because as soon as you hit Lost Lake, your northern area hordes unlock. And generally, my top priority there is I fuck off out of Lost Lake and go straight back up to the northern areas to clear the hordes up there and get level 3 with Tucker's camp. Now, once I go back to Lost Lake with the intention of exploring Lost Lake, and I'm done in the northern regions, yes, at that point, I do the ambush camps and infestation zones first. So it's still the first thing that I actually do in Lost Lake. But once I hit Lost Lake, for me, the priority is instead to clear the hordes in the Cascade and Belknap region so that I can cash in those bounties with Tucker and get level 3 with Tucker ASAP and unlock that MG45. Then I head down to Lost Lake and get to work in Lost Lake. So I hope that clears it up for you. Yeah, the Hobbit 1901. My job is going well. I'm currently in training this week. This entire week has been training with the Colorado Department of Corrections to get certified, to get my DOC certification, which will give me a significant raise at my day job. Once I'm certified with the state of Colorado to transport their inmates, then I get a significant pay increase. And the training has actually been a lot of fun. I've done a fair amount of firearms training in the day over the years. I've never done any like official law enforcement job, and I'm not prior military. So I've never done any like really hardcore firearms training. The training that I have been doing with the Colorado DOC is fucking intense, man. It's wild. I literally came home with blisters on my hand from drawing and holstering my sidearms so much, and the drills that we were doing and everything. Like, I came home with blisters on my shit from that training. It was that intense. I'm talking about, you know, ducking behind cover and shooting from behind cover, and moving and shooting, and, you know, all kind. I'm talking some John Wick shit. Like, I was really, really impressed with how intense the Colorado Department of Corrections firearm training is. It's pretty badass, man. They take their shit seriously. So that's been a lot of fun. It's been strenuous and stressful, and like, there's been several times where I'm like, dude, I don't know if I'm up to this. Like, I don't know if I'm ready for this level. Like, I feel like I need the beginner class first, you know? But I did get through it. I did pass the firearms training. I am certified now with the state of Colorado to carry a firearm in the state of Colorado. So that's cool. And as soon as we finish up the rest of the classroom time training this week, then, like I said, it means a pretty significant pay increase at my day job, which is nice, because that's why we're there, right? To make the money. Let's see. Voyager 665. No, I am no longer working in the cannabis industry, as much as I hate to say it. I loved my job working with our buddy Craig in the chat there. Absolutely loved the work that I was doing there. Really had fun working with those guys. I loved just taking care of plants for a living. But unfortunately, the ceiling is pretty low in the cannabis industry when it comes to advancement potential and pay potential and stuff like that. And like, when we moved up here to Colorado, I intended to go to work in the cannabis industry. That was my plan. We had some savings put back from my previous job before the move. You know, we had things set up where I was going to be able to work a low paying entry level job in the cannabis industry for a while, and, you know, and just live off of low entry level income from the cannabis industry and live off of our savings and our YouTube channel and stuff like that. And we were all set up. We had a plan to be able to do that. And then I found out I had cancer, and we had to live off of the savings entirely and live off of the YouTube channel income entirely. And that was literally all we had to get by with. And so I was like, you know what? Okay, I'm recovered from cancer. I really want to work in the cannabis industry. Let's go ahead and do it anyway. We'll give it a shot. See how we can do. But having survived cancer and blown all my savings getting through that, I was really no longer in a position to work a low-paying entry-level job in the cannabis industry and work my way up. I just couldn't invest that kind of time doing that. So I had to go back to the type of work I used to do before, which is more security type work, working for a contract security company. And so that's what I do now. I currently work for a contract security company transporting Colorado prison inmates to and from doctor appointments. So I'm basically an Uber driver with a gun. For the state of Colorado.
Come on, show yourself.
That's what I was saying. This week I'm doing my training to officially be certified with the state of Colorado to do those types of transports. So it's been fun, but I don't find this type of work rewarding at all. It's not something I'm proud of doing, like working in the cannabis industry. It's just something that I do because the money's better. Better pay and better benefits. But I do not like the work. It's not something I enjoy doing. Anyway, Josh, welcome. Josh Wilkins, welcome in, Josh. And Joshua Mixon, welcome in, Josh. How's it going, guys? Well, Melissa, Craig would have given me a raise in a heartbeat had they been able to offer me the kind of money I needed to make, which they simply can't do. It's not that type of job. It's like I was saying, the ceiling is just too low in the cannabis industry as far as advancement potential and what they're able to pay their employees. It doesn't match what I'm able to does not match what I'm able to earn working for the state of Colorado as a inmate transport specialist. It's two totally different worlds. It's like asking, you work as a clerk in a convenience store and you ask them to pay you like an astronaut. It's just not the same world. So, I mean, in fact, Craig's company did offer me a very handsome raise, as opposed to what I was earning at the time. They did offer me a very flattering raise. It just does not match what I can make in the security industry, working as, like I said, an inmate transport specialist.
Last one of these murderers.
It's just not the same. And also another thing to consider is the cannabis industry doesn't have benefits. There's no paid time off. There's no paid insurance. Nothing like that. No retirement plan. Nothing of that nature. Where working with the state of Colorado, I'm making pretty good money now, and also have a much better benefits package as well, as far as paid time off and insurance benefits and things like that. It's just two totally different worlds. One is a job you do for fun, but it doesn't pay for shit. The other one is a job that pays great, but you're not doing it for fun. There's Irish Molly. Aw, and with that $20 super chat to get some water for the humidifier she sent us. Yeah, we had a humidifier on our throne wish list. The climate is very arid and dry here. Humidity's really low in this part of Colorado where we're at. So we knew that we would benefit from having a humidifier in the house. As we had a humidifier on our throne wish list, and Miss Irish Molly gifted it to us from our throne wish list. Which, by the way, folks, if you're not familiar with our wish list, there's the link to it right there. Have a look at that wish list. Those are items that we specifically know we need for the house or for the office. Those are things that we need that stuff. It's stuff we really want or need for the business or for the house. And, those guys are coming right up here after me. I only get a couple of them. Get some of them moving that way. There we go. See if we can get the rest of the horde over there. I still have one sniper over there, but I can deal with that.
Oh, I think that's it. Roads will be a little...
Actually, that was a little bit sloppy. I should have been more patient. I'm sitting here trying to talk and game at the same time and fucking up both.
I wonder if they had a...
All right, now that should get the rest of the horde moving that way. Let's see if we can get them grouped up around this attractor. There we go. It looks like we're going to get them. And we can now purchase grenades from Diamond Lake Camp, so that makes things much easier as well. Any left standing? No. Pretty much perfect. Okay. Could have done that a little better had I been more patient. But it's all good. Juan Diaz, welcome in. More Blitz. Hello, hello. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I really wanted to stick with the cannabis industry. I love just taking care of plants. You know, that's what I did for a living. And I was one of the guys working in the back, working in the garden, just taking care of plants, man. Really cool stuff. I enjoy the science of it. I love learning about the science of growing things. And just enjoyed being a caretaker of living things. Where now I'm just an Uber driver with a gun. But the money is better. You know, and it's all about supporting your family. I mean, that's why we work jobs, right? So we can take care of our family. And then, you know, having a better benefits package as well as, you know, how you take care of yourself. Paid time off, medical insurance, things like that. Stuff like that. The cannabis industry just does not offer things like that. It's a lot less formal working for those types of companies. Rodney Summertime Summers. What's up, man? Yeah, that's the thing is certain positions within the armed security industry can make some serious income. Yeah. You got a friend doing federal contract stuff? Oh, badass. $35 an hour. Yeah, nice, man. The fuck am I? Oh, it's a screamer. I was like, what the fuck am I hearing? Oh, it's multiple screamers. Hello, ladies. How we doing?
Good night.
Yeah, you are not screaming on me, ma'am. Yeah, just one of them things. But like I was saying, what I've been doing this week is training with the Colorado Department of Corrections to get certified with them. That's a significant pay increase for me once I complete the certification course. And it's been fun, too. It's been intense. It's been a lot more in-depth than I expected because I was thinking, yeah, it's a bunch of correctional officers. Like, it's not the best training. I'm sorry. State of Colorado takes their shit seriously. It's actually pretty fucking serious. Josh, you fixed chainsaws. I personally think that's kind of badass. Like, how do you feel about it? What do you think?
What's this? A map? Notes? Yeah, okay.
Love my plants almost as much as I love my dogs. I love that. Irish Molly, did I miss the context? Oh, yeah, the Screamers, they were starting a coven, weren't they? Yeah.
What's this?
All right. So, how's our suppressor doing? We still have 67% on that suppressor. We have 96% on that suppressor. Okay, cool. Wicked cool. What's the time? 3. Okay, we are going to go ahead and camp and make it first light. I still I still preach this all the time, especially now that the nighttime has gotten so much more intense in Days Gone. If you want to give yourself an easier experience, or if you just want to conserve resources and shit, save time too, go ahead and camp before you set out to do your next objective. I know I'm about to go clear another ambush camp. Go ahead and rest until first light before you set out to do that. Good Lord, for overtime, he's making like $52 an hour. Son of a bitch. Maybe I need to talk to this dude. Go to work with him, motherfucker. I needed to rest one more time.
I'm just gonna grab some shut-eye.
Did I miss saying hi to somebody? I see K&L Collectibles saying, thanks, Violet. There's Miss Violent Jones. Good evening, Violent Jones. How you doing, dear? Yeah, we do have lots of useful videos. In fact, let me see if I can put in the full Art of War list. There we go. This is pretty much my full list of Days Gone videos, all my current stuff. That's tips and tricks videos for Days Gone. I do have a couple of older videos. You can actually go and search what my highest viewed videos are, and you'll find like the how to unlock your SMP9 early stuff. That one, I'm still really fond of that one. It is an old video with really, really shitty editing, but great information. Lots of great information that will be helpful to new players. I promise.
Here it is.
We don't really need much, do we? Let's go ahead and slap that thingy in the place so we can do the stuff with the thing. There we go.
Damn it. Fuse blown.
Sky Surfer. Welcome in, Sky Surfer. What's going on?
I'll let you do it.
Gonna unequip that suppressor so we can go around and trash these speakers. So they do seem to have changed the aggro range of the hordes, because at the other Nero camp down here in the southeast area, this Palette Bridge Nero checkpoint, you know, the Horde, the Lobert Drawridge Horde is right here in this train tunnel cave. And then the Nero place is right here. So I've always been able to run around this Nero place and just blast the speakers with the auto shotgun and not give a damn about the Horde being down there. It wouldn't aggro the Horde at all. You can't do that now, because now it absolutely does aggro the Horde. I was just running around blasting speakers without a care in the world, and got the attention of the Horde. And had to play it quiet for a minute to make sure we didn't have to engage the Horde before we were ready. So yeah, do be careful of that now. And of course, I'm sure most of you know the trick for finding all of the speakers. Make sure you are following the power lines. If you follow the power lines, you will never miss another speaker. I personally have just kind of gotten away from doing that because I'm a little bit cockier at it now. I'm like, yeah, whatever, I'll take care of it. Doesn't matter. Let the speakers go off. I don't care. But that is the trick to it. Make sure you are following the power lines and you will never miss a speaker. I think we are good. Let's find out. Hey, Captain Caffeine, what's up, buddy? What are you up to? Hi and bye. Got to head off to a work call. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Working this late. Thanks for popping in, bud. The Silent Advisor. Ah, I've heard that. Use high contrast mode so you can see speakers easier. Yeah. I don't really like messing with the visuals. I prefer to just have the visuals the way they are. But certainly for individuals who are visually impaired, I'm sure that is a massive help. And then also if you're just trying to make things that much easier for yourself, I'm sure that does help. All right, so we did miss one. Forward of the camp? Oh, of course. Okay. Yep, should have known. There's usually one on these little guardhouses.
I think that's all of them.
Let's see. What do we have approaching us? Just a couple of swarmers. Handful of swarmers. Oh, and a screamer. Yeah, you are not screaming. And a breaker. Oh, where's that breaker at? Breaker hasn't pushed in on us. What is that? Aww, that's adorable. All right, so I'm trying to decide, do I want to use sniper rounds or a smoke bomb and the executioner skill? We'll go ahead and do smoke bomb and executioner for folks that don't know about it. Smoke bomb and executioner skill. Breakers will never trouble you again. Nothing to it. Now, of course, you know, I imagine it would seem natural to a lot of folks to just pop a couple of headshots with this high-power rifle. Sure, yeah, that works. Works great. I love it myself. But the easiest way to deal with breakers, smoke bombs and the executioner skill. Nothing to it. All right, and then we will finish clearing the Nero checkpoint. I think there are some more crafting materials over here that we may want. No, it looks like we're doing pretty good on crafting materials right now. Need some scrap. That's just because it takes scrap to repair the that generator. What? Man, are y'all saying we're having internet issues again? Dude, we really shouldn't be. We have done literally everything that we can do on our end software-wise and confirmed that our internet is good. Shit, even the router has been reset recently. If we're having issues where folks are getting kicked off the stream, I so sincerely apologize. There's nothing I'm aware of that I can do on my end to fix it. I'm so sorry. Did we not... We turned on the power. Oh, that's right. Okay, let's go do the injector. What injectors do we need next? Looks like health is the one that's fallen behind. So we're going to do health to bring it up. Yeah, you bet. Summertime. I'll have a look at that when we're done with the stream. I'll be browsing around on Discord later.
Was about due for a flu shot.
Was about due for a flu shot. I think our health is reduced. No, our health is not reduced because we just upped it with a Nero injector. Okay. Maybe some crafting materials in here. Like I said, I think all we really need right now is scrap. And a can. Cans are always nice. Irish Molly stuttering on Twitch too. That means it's something to do with our internet. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with our internet, guys. Of course, we have, God, what is it? Xfinity, which is Comcast, right? So, I mean, we all know how that goes. But we pay for, like, a good upload package. Our upload rates are pretty good. We pay for the improved package, which just makes me that much angrier that it's not working. Rockney 2, welcome in. Thank you for letting me know about that. I'm so sorry, man. And Tac 40 as well. Hello, Tac 40. What's up? Yeah, I just don't know what's going on with our internet here lately. I may try looking at some other internet options. Of course, you know, when you have Comcast in your area, that's generally your only option. They tend to make sure of that shit. But I don't know. I saw some billboard signs the other day for T-Mobile cable internet. So we can check that out. See if that's any good. We have this other ambush camp up here. So what do we want to do? I think I'm actually just going to return to camp, resupply, and then head out for this other ambush camp. Shit, I don't know. Maybe we'll get fucking Starlink. I don't know. Yeah, I was just thinking that myself. Yeah, I see your comment there, Irish Molly. You're on a shared line, so to speak. So if other people are using the internet, then it's going to slow down your bandwidth or take up some of your bandwidth. I get that. Kicked again? Oh my God. Stay away from cable. Really? So that was like, oh, okay. So Irish Molly, you're telling me that was your area of expertise in the telecommunications industry. That is interesting. MXSTY Mixty. Just got to Crater Lake. Do you know when hordes start to show on the map? Yes. Hordes will start to show on your map when you return to the Lost Lake region. So when you are done with this chapter of the game and you go back up to the Lost Lake region, that's when you'll have horde markers on your map. So you still have a little ways to go before that happens for you.
How's my favorite corporal?
However, you know, if you guys have seen my other tips and tricks videos, one thing I like to mention, once you've cleared the ambush camps and removed the fog from the map will show you where the hordes are. Simply by identifying areas. If you look closely, like, let me go somewhere where I know there's a horde there. Trying to find a good example. You can literally see like blood and muddy footprints and stuff like that. Let's go over here because we've cleared this whole region. Let's see if we can find a good example of it. Well, not really. Here you can kind of tell there's some muddy footprints leading to and from the water here. And there is, in fact, a horde cave right here. And there are other examples like that. I think one of these northern regions up here. Where's it at? Yeah, right over here. This is a spot where a horde feeds. So you can literally see the muddy, bloody footprints leading along the road there. That is a spot where a horde goes to feed. It's a mass grave site. So all of the signs that you need to track the hordes exist within the world itself. Y'all just see that dude despawn? Let me throw this out there, Mixty. If you haven't seen this one yet, this is my Horde Killer Masterclass. Have a look at that video. That will teach you pretty much everything you need to know about hunting the hordes in Days Gone, including how to find them when they start spawning, things like that.
Hey,
So I hope that helps you out. Oh yeah, let's go back in there.
Good choice. Good choice. Mm-hmm. Nice upgrade. Okay. Anything else?
Folks, how's it doing right now? A couple of folks were saying they were getting kicked and having buffering and stuff. Okay. But it might be stable now. Oh, cool. Mixty, glad you like it. Right on. I'm glad they helped you out, for real. In that Horde Killer Masterclass, in the description of the video, there's a link to a Reddit post that will tell you more about when every single horde starts to spawn. So if you're hunting the hordes, you can use that to make sure you're not going after a horde that, you know, isn't there yet.
Let's work, people.
Mark Brewington, yeah, the professor is in. So, Irish Molly, you're saying you know several folks that have Starlink. It is more expensive, but you actually get what you pay for. Interesting. Okay. Pretty stable, just a bit of buffering. I'm so sorry, guys. I wish there was something I could do to improve that experience for y'all. We really do try to keep it as legit as we can. Yeah, me too. I love taking out the hordes also. Gomer Black Magic. You said there's no sound? Oh, there should definitely be audio. You guys are having audio, right? What about my other folks viewing on Twitch? Sabby the Hobbit and BOP, you guys got audio over there on Twitch? Okay. Yep, 13 around this region. Now, be aware, though, a lot of those do not spawn until after you roll credits on the main story. Some of these storylines cannot be completed until after you roll credits on the main story. Then you'll get some post-game missions to wrap up those storylines. And the Horde Killer storyline is an example of that. You must roll credits on the main story. Now, I'll give you a little pro tip here for when you get ready to do that. Asshole. When you get ready to do that, as soon as you roll credits on the main story, save your game, close the game, restart your gaming machine, and fire the game back up. And that will often cause those last late game hordes to go ahead and spawn in for you. And also the where it says that there's 13 in that area, that's actually, I believe that's both sides, isn't it? No, I guess not. 3 over here and 13 over here. 16 total. Yeah. But yeah, just make sure that once you roll credits, save your game, close your game, and then restart your gaming machine, whether you're on PC or PlayStation, either way. And when you fire it back up, those last few games, they can be a little stubborn, but those last few hordes should spawn in for you then. You bet. Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of people get a little bit frustrated with that. They'll complete the game and be like, okay, why aren't these fucking hordes spawning? Well, sometimes they are a little bit stubborn, and you have to make them spawn. And even... Yes, dear. Do not get up. Ooh, TAC 40, you got to see the latest Hey Drifter video. Yeah, folks, do make sure you are subscribed to our Hey Drifter channel. We have an alternate channel. 8-Bit Terror and I have launched a new channel that is nothing but Days Gone lore, backstory, information about the world itself, things that we've learned from Claire doing the podcast, and literally talking to people who worked on the game itself, actors who played characters in the game. And we've taken all of that and adapted it into content that we're putting on our Hey Drifter channel.
Bunch of murderers and thieves, and I can't let any of them escape.
Shooting like shit tonight. So yeah, make sure you've subscribed to our Hey Drifter channel and check out the new videos over there. Oh, cool. Thank you for that, Violent Jones. I appreciate you putting that link in there. Yeah, we just released a video that answers a question I see asked all the time. So many people seem to miss the conversation on why Deacon doesn't like to swim. And people are always asking, oh, why doesn't Deacon swim? Why can't we swim? There is actually an in-game reason for that, among other reasons as well. Game mechanics, the theme of the world itself, and Deacon's own personal backstory. They all play into it. Hey. God damn it. And that one missed shot clued them off that there's men coming. Bullshit. And now they know exactly my position, even though that one fully suppressed shot that we missed. Bullshit. I don't believe a word of it.
There's another one. I got you now.
How are we doing? 10 to 15? 40% on the suppressor? Well, they just have not figured out that is a terrible hiding spot. Mega Man, what's up, buddy? Mixty heading out? All right. Just got kicked again? Good Lord. Well, I'll tell you what, folks. I intend to go for the full time. I will be going until at least 9 p.m. Mountain Time. Whether it keeps kicking you off or not, I'm going to be here. I promise. I'll stick around. Major lag, of course. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, I've done everything possible on my end to make it smooth. I don't know of anything else we can do to clean it up. It's actually really frustrating to me. Irish Molly, thank you for coming back, dear. Carrie Renee Edwards, good evening, ma'am. Yeah. Aaron, welcome in, Aaron. Bear Trap Tavern, yeah, welcome in. How you doing? Can we get the shot on this guy? I bet we can. Nice. Okay, only 2 left. So we should have our heavy floating around somewhere. Oh, I just had... got some action on the mini-map. Let's go this way. There's one.
All right.
Gotcha. That should leave just the heavy. That should be our last one. There he is.
Is that it?
Got it.
Is that all you got? Yeah, that's what I thought. Next time,
All right.
you set up an ambush. Don't pick on the wrong guy.
Tux Trio. Welcome in, Tux Trio.
See if they get.
You know, honestly, I don't know if this is the most current version of the remastered version. I did not check for updates before I started. I believe we do have auto updates turned on, so it is likely the most current updated version. Do you know the number of the update? We can pull it up and have a look at it. Yeah.
There's an update today?
Tux Trio is saying, just seen an update dropped.
Oh. Okay.
Guess they won't be needing it.
So, what information maybe? Will show us the version number? Version 1.025.440. Okay, an unknown is saying there is an update, just checked. Okay, cool. The Silent Advisor. Currently a big fan of the M14 in the RPD and the Desert Eagle. Yeah, nice. You just noticed my loadout? Yeah. What I always run, always, let's see if I can get where I can show you. I always unlock the Horde Killer version of the SMP9 as early as possible, usually have it unlocked within the first 2 hours of gameplay. I then get the auto shotgun as early as I possibly can by killing 10 hordes. I believe it's 10 hordes gives you the auto shotgun. I usually have that immediately after reaching Lost Lake. And then I go up north and kill the Cascade and Belknap hordes until I get the auto shotgun unlocked and get level 3 with Tucker's Camp. And then aside from the SMP9 and the auto shotgun, I carry just whatever the best sniper rifle I can get at that point in the story. Doesn't really matter. Just whatever it is that I can get at that point in the story, that's the one I run. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to break from what I normally do, and I'm going to get the crossbow. The reason I use the crossbow at yeah, I know, right? The reason I use the crossbow at this specific point in the story is because the incendiary bolts. The incendiary bolts are one of the most efficient ways to burn out the nest. Really, the red fuel cans are the single most efficient way to burn out the nest because one fuel can, they respawn. That doesn't use any resources. And of course, Molotovs are 1 for 1. You know, it takes 1 kerosene to make 1 Molotov. With the incendiary bolts, it only takes 1 kerosene to make 3 bolts. Now, the reason that they work better than the fuel cans have a very limited range. Deacon can only throw them so high, and he can only throw them so far. Where the incendiary bolts have a vastly superior range. So for this phase, once you've cleared the ambush camps and you've put the exact location of every single nest on the map, I do recommend equipping the crossbow for the incendiary bolts so that you can go and clear the nest off the map.
Just gotta close my eyes for a bit.
And also, I'm being told that the incendiary bolts do not have bullet drop. Like, I know the regular crossbow bolts, they drop at a certain range. I believe the incendiary bolts, I know for a fact the explosive bolts have no bullet drop. I don't know for sure about the incendiary bolts.
You're right, though.
Yeah, the explosive bolts are the... Yeah, the explosive bolts are the ones that for sure do not have bullet drop. Explosive bolts are infinite sniper range. But the incendiary bolts, I think they do pretty damn good too. Okay, so the current version should be 1.025.717. That is not what we are running. What we are currently running, as I showed just a few seconds ago, we are currently running 1.025.440. So we actually don't have the most current version right now. I didn't realize there was an update and honestly didn't have time to install the update before I started playing. And I believe this was the last ambush camp in the game. I think we just cleared our final ambush camp. Rodney, summertime. Summers, check this out, bud. That same screen I was just on, while you have the Days Gone Remaster highlighted, press the options button and check for update. Hope it doesn't kick us out of the game. An update for this game, an update file for this game or app is available. To check the download status of the update file, go to ... There you go. But yeah, I'm not going to do it right now because it will interrupt our gameplay. So I'll just do it after the stream tonight. And its inventory full, well, we can fix that. Correct. It is an update for the game itself, not an update for the PlayStation 5 operating software. It is for the game itself. Operating software updates you do through the actual menu in the game. You'll just have to Google that. I could show you, but I can't really like just talk you through it. It's fairly simple as well. I figured we would need some kerosene after crafting those incendiary bolts. Yeah, so what we're going to do now, the next phase is clearing the nest off of the map and also getting the injectors while we're going around doing stuff. I have not played Doom Dark Ages yet. That was a pre-order. Claire pre-ordered it. So I don't think it's actually playable for us for... Oh, it just became playable for us. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't got to play it yet. My good friend Ryan Alsop is playing it on PC. He did the pre-order on PC, and I believe it did actually release like shit. He told me like 2 days ago or yesterday or something that he was playing it. Yeah, it's like a special edition that he purchased. Yeah, so he got to play it early. So yeah, I have not got to play it. I really, really, really want to be excited for it. Doom 2016 is my absolute all-time favorite video game. Yes, even still higher at the top of the list than Days Gone. Doom 2016 is my all-time favorite game. But I fucking hated Doom Eternal. Just fucking hated Doom Eternal. Couldn't stand it. I tried to play it twice and just could not take it seriously. So... yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see how closely it compares to Doom Eternal. Or, you know, hopefully it's a new, better experience. Soundtrack for Dark Ages is a headbanger, but it ain't Mickey G. Yeah, I know. That was one of the great things about Doom 2016. That badass soundtrack. Gomer Black Magic, what problem are you having with your controller? Gordy Link, welcome in, Gordy. GTA 6 on your wish list. Okay. No, a lot of folks are excited for that one. Playing Dark Ages now, it's more like 2016 than Eternal. Okay, I'm getting excited. What the monkey fuck? Oh, is that a Rager? Yeah, we don't need any Ragers. Unsubscribe from Rager Bear. No reason to engage them if you don't have to. You literally waste more resources than you're going to get back from the bounty you collect off of them. There's just no reason to even bother, in my opinion. Nope, went the wrong way. There we go. Yep, I'm a chicken when it comes to Rager Bears. Unsubscribe. Honestly, it's just a matter of you know, what's... oh God, what is the phrase for it? The gross business phrase that you hear business people spewing all the time. Cost-benefit analysis. Yeah, the cost-benefit analysis on it. It's just not worth it to even bother with Rager Bears because you're going to use so many rounds killing them.
Gotta be close to it.
I mean, I don't even think you would get enough to refill the saddlebags one time off of one Rager bounty. Aaron has been a member for 7 months and did not realize it had been that long. Yeah, right on. Well, congratulations, Aaron, and thank you for being a continued member. We really do appreciate that. It literally means the world to us. Adrian Arison, welcome in, back in the saddle bag again. Hell yeah, right on. Ooh. Carrie Renee, you know where we're at. You know what we're doing. In this region, you have a really high chance, I think, of finding a horde within one of these nests. So you go to clear the nest, and like, I remember the first time I did it, I was fully prepared to deal with the, you know, half dozen or so freakers that come running out of the nest. And more kept coming. And more kept coming, and more kept coming. I was like, oh shit, that's a whole fucking horde, blah! I think I managed to take them out on that first run, but it was a big surprise. I was not expecting that shit. Ooh, Adrian, yeah, I love it. In fact, some of the post-game stuff is like some of my favorite shit about the game. You know, clearing the last of the post-game hordes. Bumping into... oh, don't spoil it for Adrian. Don't spoil it for him, folks. Bumping into O'Brien for the last time. Totally changes what you know about the world of this game, you should finish the game. Definitely. There are reasons for it. Trust me. Ooh, dude, yeah, Oregon is wonderful. Claire and I took a Days Gone themed trip through Oregon a couple years ago. Beautiful place. Absolutely beautiful place. Goodbye. You were hiding in a bush and you were able to get them? Nice. Alright, get off of me, asshole. Where's it? The other one's over here in this truck, isn't it?
Nest. Gotta be right around here.
Goodbye. Alright, let's see. We got a few others over here, so we're going to head this way. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and hit this Nero checkpoint on the way. It's right up here. That freak's just hanging out in the water over here. Get away from me. I think I have runners on me now, too. I just saw the map. The angle of the mini-map, or I'm sorry, the angle of the screen. Yep. You can almost always tell when you've got runners on you. Because, like, for me, I can tell the camera angle changes. The camera angle kind of backs off a little bit. And you can tell there are runners on you then. Oh, nice headshot on that asshole. Yeah, we got this guy stuck up here. Oh, that looked brutal. I see movement over here. What do we have over here? Sounds like just a swarmer somewhere. A couple of swarmers, maybe. Hey! Fucking prick. There we go. More? Really? It's like we're out at night or something. Go ahead and start clearing these speakers while we're at it. I think I hear a screamer as well. There might be a screamer spawning folks in. There we go. Lee Monroe, welcome in, Lee. Yeah, I haven't done the update yet. When I started streaming, I wasn't aware that there was an update ready, and I wouldn't have had time to download it anyway. I'd just gotten in from work. We just had dinner, and I hopped on and got started. So I wouldn't have had time to download that update anyway. But yeah, thank y'all for letting me know that there is an update available. I thought we had auto updates turned on, actually. Maybe we don't. Okay, that should be most of the speakers. Again, there is a trick for finding the speakers. If you follow the power lines, you will never miss another speaker. I didn't follow the power lines. Nice. Okay.
Good.
Where do you reckon is a good place to put it? For now. Okay. All right, let's see what happens. How many speakers did we miss?
Yeah, now we're in business.
Hey, we are in business. All right. And let's have a look. Looks like focus is where we're at.
Here we go.
Oh, wow, Adrian, no shit. So the moment it became available on PC, I had uploaded a new video that you watched and then only watched my videos from then on. Badass, man. I'm so glad that helped you out. Yeah, that's one thing where I was fortunate. I was able to kind of be ahead of the curve when it released on PC. I knew it was going to release and I started putting out videos because I knew that the PC version was going to release soon. I started putting out some tips and tricks videos. I put out like troubleshooting guides on the Days Gone subreddit and stuff like that. So I was in a unique position to be able to be ahead of that. It helped me out a lot because it helped me get a lot more views, and it also helped the community out as well because, you know, folks were coming in as new players and there were already resources available for them to benefit from. The Hobbit, you were just now able to get back in? Saying it was over? Oh my God. No, folks, I will let you know I'm going to be going until 9 p.m. Mountain Time for sure. Llama Rob over there on Twitch. I see you saying hi to there's Warhorse in the YouTube chat. Warhorse, what's up, man? Warhorse 500 and Llama Rob. Thank you for popping in on Twitch over there, bud. I appreciate that. I actually do not play on PC. I have played on PC. However, I refuse to do any more playthroughs on PC because remote bombs do not function properly. And that is one of my favorite things from my first playthrough is being able to place those remote bombs in a way where you can do precisely timed detonations with them. And it just does not work on PC for me. It's been a persistent glitch for me. Multiple playthroughs on 2 different machines. My very first gaming PC that I bought for the channel and my second gaming PC that we did a fundraiser to purchase that one. On both of those runs, both of those machines, multiple playthroughs, I keep having the glitch where remote bombs do not function properly. And that really took the fun out of it for me. I don't want to play that version of Days Gone. And also, I don't really mess with mods much. I prefer the game the way it is meant to be played. So yeah, that's not really something I do. Adrian asking, what doesn't work? Remote bombs. If you place a remote bomb, you're supposed to be able to do a button press to detonate those. I think it's right on the D-pad. We'll do a precisely timed detonation where you can make that device go off at exactly the moment you want it to go off. That has never worked for me on PC. You can detonate them, but they will also go off anytime a freaker gets near. So they go off just like a proximity bomb or a proximity mine, which makes them completely useless, in my opinion. Zom99. I'm currently playing on... Hi, dear. I'm currently playing on PlayStation 5 Pro. This is the remastered version on PlayStation 5 Pro. And if you would, folks, go ahead and say hello to my actual, in real life kiddo, Zom99. That's my baby girl right there. Hi, darling. What are you up to? I don't even know what I'm trying to do right now. Check the time. Current time, 7:12 a.m. All right. So we're good. We'll run around and gather a bit more loot if we can. See if there's anything I can craft. Not really. Might be able to make some of these crappy little things. Yeah, a couple of these crappy little things. One of these crappy little things. What else can we do? Well, nothing else we can craft right now. Let's see what we can pick up. Oh, your wife had to go to the ER. Shit, man. How's she doing? Hope you guys are okay. Robert Reynolds. Welcome in, Robert. Iron Harvest mission. Blitzkrieg and guerrilla warfare. 2 of my favorite things. Blitzkrieg style tactics and guerrilla warfare style tactics. And the Iron Harvest mission, what is that exactly? Which one was that? Yeah, Raekwon, I've seen that. I think part of what it is, and I could be mistaken, this is just kind of my read on it. I think what it is just that things have been made so much darker now that even like dawn and dusk are incredibly dark and might as well be nighttime. So that's just my take on it. I don't know how accurate that is because, you know me, I usually camp until first thing in the morning. So I don't really spend much time out at night if I can help it. Captain Caffeine over there on Twitch. Thank you, buddy. Oh, okay. I see that. Yeah. Did not have those things going on. Okay. Well, that's good. Glad to hear that. But I'm guessing, you said, what was it? A BP spike? Find the comment again. BP surged, yeah. And then dropped. Pulse dropped. BP surged, yeah. So that's probably like, you know, it's a good indicator that things are happening that she needs to get dealt with for sure. Glad I stopped in here. I need that scrap. Now, I know I just saw another fuel can. Where the hell is the other fuel can here? I just saw one a minute ago. Maybe over here by the generator where we dropped it? Yeah, there we go. Go fuel up the bike and we'll go ahead and get moving with the rest of the objectives in this region. Oh, you like that level of immersion, K&L. Okay.
That's it.
I think we're ready to roll. Let's go get this next couple of nest. And see me, I'm the type of gamer, I'm really not super concerned about immersion or realism in video games. I just want to be able to see the enemies so that I can engage the enemies. But one of the things that I do really like is the way it adjusts, like his night vision adjusts. Like you step into an area that's dark and it's pretty dark for a minute until his eyes adjust. And once his eyes have had a chance to adjust, like literally the way those things work, then it looks better. I went the wrong way, didn't I? Worked out. I wanted this meat. Ah, this is the only game that you don't mod on PC. Interesting. Okay. Good enough as it is, huh? Andrew Milton just saved your game and called it a day out of frustration. Wound up here. Well, thank you for joining us. What's going on? What are we frustrated about? Yeah, see, I had always said, like, I kind of would like to play with the mods where you have the bigger hordes, but the level design in Days Gone, the map design is so good, so well thought out, that the areas where you are likely to encounter hordes, those areas are all set up in a very specific way where you have the things you need to deal with a horde of that specific size. You know, depending on the size of the horde, you have ledges and terrain features, you have choke points and things like that. You have some explosive elements around the map. Generally speaking, wherever you may find a horde, you have options appropriate to dealing with a horde of that size. If you start fuckering around with the size of the hordes, then you throw that balance off. Yeah, it's a technical term. You throw that balance off. And you no longer have the right number of terrain features and explosive elements for dealing with the horde of that size.
It's gotta be close.
And I've always kind of had a problem with that, honestly. I don't like to ruin game balance like that. But that's one of the things that I love about Horde Assault mode is that it gives you other ways to have the tools you need. Like, you know, when you complete the objectives and it gives you like crafting materials for napalm Molotovs and stuff like that. Well, that is a very significant force equalizer right there. Even if you don't have choke points, you do have napalm Molotovs. You know, so it makes a difference to me. Oh, we had one sleeping. See if the Horde comes out up here. This is the spot where the Horde spawns. Goodbye. Raven Black Sparrow plays. What's up? Yeah, I've just been told there is an update for it right now. There is an update available for the PlayStation 5 version of Days Gone. That was all of these. Next, we're headed down here. No, we're not going that way, weirdo. I have no idea if the Horde spawned there or not. But that's okay. We'll do that later. There we go. Got all three of them. Nice. I'm going to go ahead and save my game. I haven't made a save game in a little while. The other one is, they're up high, aren't they? Yeah, I actually don't use the exploits for skipping ahead in the games. Like I was saying earlier, I don't really mess around with mods, and I don't do the exploits where you can skip ahead to the late part of the game either. I don't like to mess with game balance in that way. For the most part, I prefer to I prefer to play the game the way it was intended to be played. Where's that other? Down there? Where the hell did I leave that? Oh, it's right here by the bus. Brain. Remind me what VRR support is? Variable refresh rate. Interesting. I don't know what that means. Wouldn't you want a constant refresh rate? Oh, okay. Kind of keep it at an optimal range instead of forcing it to drop to a much lower range. Interesting. Okay. Cool. The Who Fan. What's up, Who Fan? I'm sorry, man. I saw your name pop up in the chat earlier and I failed to say hello. Hi, welcome in. Wow, okay. So, Adrian, I see what you're saying there. Literally the only reason you got into this game. Randomly looking up open world RPGs, and one of my early game loot location videos popped up. Wow. That is so cool. Yeah, that's one of those things. Like, I have actually heard from several people that the only reason they ever found Days Gone is because one of my videos was in like their YouTube recommended feed. And they were like, oh, well, this game looks fun. I think I'm going to go check that out. And now they're fans of the game. And the only reason they found it was because of my videos.
Right here.
So, I mean, that just ties into what 8-Bit Terror and I have been talking about for a long time. The way we work to kind of keep this game in the spotlight, keep the game relevant, and keep the community growing. You know, we've put in a lot of hard work to keep this community of fans growing.
Done.
Ah, Lee Monroe, I see that one comment there. There was part of the update was to improve input lag to feel more consistent across all render options. I don't know exactly what that means, but I'm hoping that means that the problem with holding square and nothing happens has been fixed. The crows are a thing in this game. Now, hey, look out. We got late game spoilers here. But yes, infected crows. And that is one of the reasons that I recommend using the drifter crossbow with the incendiary bolts for eliminating those nests. Because A, they're really high up in the trees, and you can't throw fuel cans that high. And also, you can engage them from far off with the incendiary bolts. Now, those are known as Criers, the infected crows. They're known as Criers, and their name should give you a hint. When you hear them screeching, that is your audio cue to dodge roll, because they're about to dive at you. All right, let's see if we can make this jump. There it is. Oh, Criers were the furthest you got, Adrian? I see. Yeah, Andrew, please do be aware. You're welcome to stay around. We're glad to have you. Please do stick around if you like. There will be late game spoilers in these later game missions. Absolutely will be. I needed to look at stamina is up next.
Nero injector. Just with
Riveted. Welcome in, Riveted. Grateful this channel exists. So much fun to kick back and relax while you play, but also using your pro tips to enjoy the game even more. And I'll tell you, that is one thing I love about it. One of the main reasons that I started producing tips and tricks videos early on, one of the main reasons I even started answering questions on the Days Gone subreddit was because I found the early hours of the game to be incredibly frustrating. Deacon is extremely weak and underpowered. You have absolute shit weapons that you start with. I found it pretty frustrating in the early hours of the game. I wanted to help other players get through that early game frustration. Because like myself, I almost quit playing. The first time I bumped into the death train horde and was like, why the fuck can't I do this? I got frustrated.
Imagine if you had. You just quit playing.
Yeah.
Imagine if you never played Days Gone.
Yeah, imagine if I had just quit playing because I was pissed off about the death train horde killing me over and over. And that was the thing is I just got sick of running away from the death train horde. There's so many missions that pull you through that area where that Nero checkpoint is. You're driving through that highway all the time for different early game missions. And some of the missions take you right there to that Nero checkpoint to get the lavender for Boozer and stuff. I just got tired of running from them. I passed through there one day and I was like, I ran through and ran away from the horde. And I turned around and I was like, you know what? Fuck this. You motherfuckers are mine. And I turned around and I dove in, died another 6 or 7 times. And then I started to get the hang of it. I was like, oh, I see. So I had found some of those hidden loot locations. So I had a couple of grenades and some attractors and I had some proximity mines and things like that. And I started to get it. I was like, okay, I see. So I can use the attractors to put them, to draw the horde where I want them to be, and then I can shoot that truck. So I figured it out. Then I was like, okay, so I throw the attractor by the truck. They swarm around the truck. That'll take out most of them. And then I learned how to start placing traps and using the choke points. And I played Doom back in the day, the old school original Doom on the computer, all the way up to Doom 2016. And, a big thing, if you've ever played Doom, is running the demons past explosive barrels and then shooting the barrel to blast the demons. Well, I already knew how to do that. So I got the trick of running the demons, or I'm sorry, running the freakers past the explosive barrels and things of that nature. And I was like, oh, okay, now I know what the game expects of me. And that was when I started to figure it out. And also just learning little things like realizing that you could unlock the SMP9 super crazy early. When I figured that out, it was like, oh, so it is possible to have good hardware early on. Okay, I should share this with other people. And that was the very first live stream that I ever did. The first live stream I ever did for this game was showing people how to unlock the SMP9 as early as I knew how. And here we are. Do you want to catch up with the chat real quick? Oh, Llama Rob, you said you had never played it. Just happened to notice 8-bit streaming one day, and then found this channel through her channel. Hell yeah. Yeah, Claire was just saying, I thought Llama Rob was one of yours. No, apparently he found you first, and then discovered me through your channel.
Hey, Llama Rob.
That felt kind of brutal. Shooting that poor deer while it was stuck on the fence. Now, I think I missed saying hi to somebody. I saw a name in the chat. Barry Tweed, what's up? Since you were last online, you've done 90% of the hordes. Kick ass. So you've got your MG55 unlocked, haven't you? Nice. That's a nice feeling, isn't it? I do love me some MG55. Oh, Llama Rob says your cat tattoo has always amazed him. I love it. Or me. Sorry, don't mean to assume your gender there, Llama Rob. Llama Rob says, always amazed me. Yeah. There's my girl. Hi, baby. Oh, so, I'm sorry. Hobbit 1901 found Borislav first, and then that led us to 8-bit and then to here. You took the long way, didn't you? And now you're home.
Tell everyone I'm doing that to Andrew, wherever they found me.
Oh, yeah, she's saying this to everyone, however you found us. Well, there's a new balanced render mode in the graphics menu. That's interesting. I'll check that out later, too. That sounds cool. Oh, yeah, Carrie, I remember that. You found my sawmill tutorial. And that's one that, actually, that video didn't do very well. Unfortunately, it's got very low views for what it is. Now, I have to give credit here. Borislav 24/7 has some excellent tips videos for taking out the sawmill horde. He's got some videos that show you like the safe spots where you can stand and not be touched at all and take out the sawmill horde. And he's also got where he, shows techniques, different tactics for taking out the sawmill horde. And that's good stuff. If you find yourself really struggling, check those out. But a long time ago, I put out what I think is still one of the best sawmill horde tutorial videos out there. It shows my preferred, virtually guaranteed, legit method for taking out the sawmill horde. It discusses tactics, planning, loadout, the preparation phase, everything. Y'all know me. That's usually how I explain stuff. I think my way through it step by step. And that's how I made that video. And Carrie has told me several times. Yeah, I see there. You watched it a dozen times. Yeah. She's told me several times that in her opinion, that is the single best sawmill horde tutorial video on the internet, period. And like, that's not me being cocky. That's one of my viewers telling me that. So as soon as you hear that screech, you dodge roll. Now, this is a tip. Okay, so the initial tip comes from D. Marlowe 310. somebody that used to be really active on the Days Gone subreddit and is one of the first people that got me looking at ways to take out the hordes creatively. DMarlow310 pointed out a while back that if you're using your incendiary bolts, dodge roll, if you're using your incendiary bolts and you point it right at the center of the trunk of the tree between the two nests, you can usually get both nests. This is a trick from 8-Bit Terror, host of the Days Gone podcast. If you instead use a Molotov, works with incendiary bolts too, but
They don't get
right. So as she's saying, this works with incendiary bolts, but you can only get what, 2, you said, with incendiary bolts. But if you use a Molotov and throw it at the top, at the center of the tree, you have a chance of the fire literally dripping down and catching multiple nests. We just got 3 nests with 1 Molotov. So that technically makes it more efficient than the bolts, if you can pull it off. That was pure luck. That was not skill. If you're 8-Bit Terror who loves playing with fire anyway, you can get up to 5, she says. But yeah, that's just a little pro tip there. I originally learned from DMarlow310 about using the incendiary bolts to hit the tree so that you can get 2 nests at one time. And then 8-Bit figured out that if you throw your Molotov up at the very top, then you have a chance of the fire dripping all the way down to all 5. Yeah, okay, so she's saying she never knew about DMarlow's trick for throwing it at the, or shooting the bolts at the tree. Y'all see that shit? It's Santa's reindeer. Oh my God, I just killed Blitzen.
Is Irish Molly with us?
Irish Molly was around earlier. 8-Bit Terror is asking, is Irish Molly with us?
If so, tell her we have the humidifier.
Oh yeah, I talked. Oh, it's set up now? Okay. So she asked, and I was like, I told her that you were working on rearranging the office, so we didn't have it set up just yet. So Irish Molly, if you're here, or if you get to watch this later, we have the humidifier. Yeah, there we go. We do have the humidifier set up now. Thank you, dear.
And it looks beautiful. It's behind you.
I need to say hello to Sin. Sin, welcome in. And also I have Alex McCall asking, hey, are you going to talk about the update that they just had? No, I didn't know anything about it when I started. Like I said, I came in straight from work, ate dinner, jumped on and started playing. So I wouldn't have even had time to download the update as it is. So at the time I started the stream, I didn't even know there was an update. However, if you will scroll up in the chat a bit, who was it that's been filling us in? Is it, I don't want to say it wrong, I think Adrian? One of the viewers has been steadily posting in the chat what the updates fixed. So if you're curious about the update, you can still find that information here. One of our viewers has been sharing that with us. As well, I need to say hello to Shannon Alcorn. Shannon, what's up, man? I didn't see you pop in, buddy. How you doing? Yeah, Lee Monroe. Lee. Hi, Lee. Lee, check the comments from Lee Monroe. And Lee has been updating us with the Lee has been updating us with info on the update. So yeah, if you're curious about it, you can still get that information here. But no, I didn't know anything about it at the time I started playing tonight. I didn't find out until folks were talking about it in the chat. Or Google it. Yeah, there is that. This is, I love that folks can come to these live streams to get that information. I really love that, you know, a lot of this stuff doesn't come from me. A lot of the things that I know about the game, it doesn't all come from me. A lot of it is from speaking with other members of the community. Now, of course, a lot of the shit that 8-Bit Terror and I know about the game, well, actually comes from talking to developers who worked on the game and actors who played characters in the game and things like that. But I love that this community is a place where people can get information about this game. That's one of those things that is actually really important to me. I love that about this community. So yeah, Alex, welcome in. Glad to have you with us tonight. And yes, you absolutely can get information about the game and the updates here. Platinum. What is platinum? Oh, you mean like trophies and shit? I think I have platinum on the original version of Days Gone. I am not a trophy chaser. I could not possibly care less about achievements and trophies. If it doesn't actually unlock some real in-game benefit, don't care. Friendlies? It must be militia. Or bugged. Oh, Adrian, you figured out you were having issues because of some of the old mods you had installed. I see. That's funny. So, your wife had to hear you throwing a hissy fit about not being able to play, and then when the person on Reddit helped you fix the crash, she had to deal with you nerding out with joy. That's classic. That's good stuff. All right, we're headed to this Nero injector over here. Oh, you don't like the snow in the game? I think it's beautiful. I love the snow in the game. Yeah, we dig it. I mean, it makes the driving a little bit more difficult, but it sure is pretty. And we've actually traveled to Oregon. 8-Bit Terror and I took a Days Gone inspired trip to Oregon and actually got to see. We didn't get much snowfall while we were up there, but there was snow around Crater Lake. There's still snow on the ground at Crater Lake. Rowdy Bush. What's up, Rowdy? Oh, yeah, Silent Advisor. It reminds you of the snow in Colorado. Shit, yeah. That we currently live in Colorado, and there are parts of Colorado that as you're driving through them, it's like, oh my God, that reminds me of Oregon. Yeah, I vaguely remember that, Andrew. But yeah, like I said, I've never been a person who chases achievements. Just could not possibly care less. Let's see, we have... Health has fallen behind.
Nero injector. Just with...
Like, I'm not even clear on the process by which one begins to care about trophies, since it doesn't do anything.
Here goes nothing.
Okay.
Nithin B, what's going on? Finally managed to make it into a stream. Howdy, how you doing? Vending bums. The snow can make it difficult to see the crosshair, yeah. You know, that's one thing that maybe high contrast mode might help with. If you like to use the accessibility features to make things easier to see, that might help. It's about to be nighttime, ain't it? So one thing I like to do while I'm here clearing these nests, I do like to go ahead and move this truck. It does make the mission at this location much easier. It's just kind of one of those little stay ahead of the curve kind of things. Oh, yeah, the snow regions in Ghost of Tsushima. Oh, my God. I remember that one mission you do where you have to go up a really cold mountain or something, and you have to stay close to the fires so that Jin doesn't freeze to death. That shit was frustrating. I remember that mission. I love that game, though. Ghost of Tsushima is another one of my top favorite games for sure. Yeah, Silent Advisor, that is actually great advice from the Silent Advisor. If you're playing on an actual gaming monitor, some monitors have a feature where you can turn on like a persistent center dot on the monitor itself, where you always have a crosshair on screen.
God damn.
I'm not sure if our monitor does that. One of our viewers, Shane Lambert, also known as Lambert's Balls, hooked us up with a monitor that he provided us. And I actually haven't played around in the settings on it. I'm not sure if it does that or not. That one we have set up for more for like video editing and stuff rather than our gaming monitor. Okay, so we got all of those. All right, I think it's time to pop back to camp real quick so that we can resupply and rest until first light. It's fuck being out at nighttime. Fuck a bunch of that shit. And we're almost done clearing the map in this region. Is it 7 cans in Marion Forks? Holy shit. See, even I don't know where all of the cans are. I know where a couple of them are. But yeah, there's certain folks with us, like Gomer Black Magic right there. Gomer, how many playthroughs do you have now, buddy? You working on number 70 or so, somewhere in there? No bullshit. This man has a lot of playthroughs on Days Gone. And I promise you, there's things he knows about the game that I don't know. Like, example, the location of all the cans and stuff like that. I don't know that shit. I know some of them, but not all of them. But one of my main things is I usually get most of my loot from the hidden loot locations. I prefer to pick up items fully crafted and ready to be used so that you don't have to waste as much time scavenging for crafting resources. You're just picking up items fully crafted, ready to be used.
Oh, I'm just going to close my eyes for a bit.
71 and 72 right now. Damn it, boy. Alex, yeah. Damn, that one-shot kill was cold as fuck. That is why I carry the auto shotgun. I love me some auto shotgun, man. Yeah, that's right. You can find a map with crafting material locations by D. Marlowe, the guy I was talking about earlier. Yeah. She thinks you're a voice actor for the game. Well, if you guys like that, then you should definitely check out my Art of War videos, because I do all of the voiceover for the Art of War, the Horde Killer Masterclass video. I do the voiceover for all of that stuff. And what's funny, not specifically, but yes, I constantly have people in the comments and on the Days Gone subreddit, do you use AI voice for these videos? Shit, no, man, that's me.
Better than what I get, which is, you sound like a robot.
Oh, God, yeah. Sometimes Claire gets comments like, your voice sounds like a robot. It's like, what the hell are you talking about? Obviously, that's a real person. How can you not tell the difference? Oh, Carrie, thank you, dear. Yeah. But that's one thing I'll tell you. It is kind of interesting. Claire and I were just talking about this earlier this afternoon. I am a cancer survivor. I had thyroid cancer, and you probably can't see it in the camera, but my scar from my cancer surgery goes from the root of my ear all the way down to the base of my neck. I have this massive scar down the side of my neck, and the surgeon who did the procedure was really good. They did a good job. They did not damage my vocal cords, which is a concern for that type of surgery. There's a possibility of damage to your vocal cords, but it has actually changed my voice. My voice is not quite as powerful as it once was, and is not quite as deep. My normal speaking tone was usually more like how I'm talking right now. This was my normal speaking tone. It has changed my voice a little bit, where it's not quite as deep and not quite as, like, I'm not able to project my voice as much as I used to. So that is a permanent side effect of the surgery that removed my thyroid and a shitload of my lymph nodes as well. So it's just one of those things. Like, my voice is what it is now, but it used to be even better. And I could speak for longer periods of time in the past without my voice getting so tired so quickly. I would really like for these cats and dogs to start fighting each other, man. Neat. Got my wish.
Here, catch!
Where the hell do you think you're going? You do not just bust in here and fuck with me and then run off. You hear me? You either, you little bastard. Oh, what the fuck is this thing on my back? Why do I not have a goddamn sniper rifle equipped? I'm actually not a fan of the crossbow. I don't have much use for the crossbow aside from burning out the freaker nest with the incendiary bolts. Thanks, Adrian. I appreciate you. Yeah, thanks, Lee. Thank you. You can tell the difference between an AI voice and a real person speaking. Yeah, and this is one thing that if Melissa is still around, Melissa S is I believe you are a speech therapist. Am I right? And she's actually one of the first people that recommended that I see a speech therapist after my surgery. And it did actually help quite a lot. That's one of those things that I'm glad I did it. I was able to get with a speech therapist and they helped me kind of redevelop my voice. So I got some real benefit from that. Yeah, Andrew, no bullshit, man. I am a bona fide cancer survivor. We actually, I've talked about this before not too long ago. We did a fuck cancer fundraiser for the channel. And the proceeds that we, like, there's my voice cracking right there. The proceeds that we got from the fuck cancer fundraiser, I split it 50-50. 50% of it went to St. Jude's Children's Hospital, Children's Research Hospital for children with cancer. And the other 50% of the proceeds from that fundraiser I used to support myself financially during that time. And what I did was I actually paid my car insurance up for 6 months so that we could have a reliable insured vehicle to drive to all the cancer appointments for the surgeries and the treatments and stuff. KL, Dad passed away recently. Oh, yeah, shit, man. Sorry to hear about that. Yeah, you bet. Fuck cancer, man. Fuck cancer. In the future, I think in the very near future, we may end up doing another fuck cancer fundraiser and perhaps send 75%, 80% to St. Jude's. That is my personal favorite charity to support. Rager Bear. That is my personal favorite charity to support simply because cancer in children is something that I find personally offensive. It just offends me that we live in a universe where children are even able to get cancer. It's just fucking offensive that it's even a thing that exists within our world. It kind of pisses me off on a personal level.
Time to burn.
But anyway.
There's another nest. Now let's burn it up.
Can he knock me off of here? I don't know if that Rager can knock me off of here. See right there, we got 3 nests. With 1 Molotov. I believe that is all of the nest in the game, isn't it? We have now cleared all of the nest in the game, and there are 2 last Nero injectors here and here. Let's go get them. I do not intend to waste any time on this Rager Bear. No interest in engaging Rager Bears. You just don't get enough out of it. It's not worth it. If you can avoid them, fuck them. Okay, we're going to head back to camp, get this garbage fuck crossbow off of my back, and equip a real weapon, a scoped rifle. Ooh, the wind sounds different now. When it's snowing, the wind is more intense. Get out of my way, fucking pricks. Y'all are supposed to be friendlies, man. Adrian, yeah, okay. I get that. Yeah, you bet. Children without homes, that is also offensive on a personal nature, isn't it? But it's like, that's one of those things, like, I can understand that there are circumstances by which a family and or the children become homeless. And as desperately sad as that is, it's like, why the fuck do children get cancer, man? Like, I don't want to get too religious about it, but
Sarge.
that's just not something that should ever happen.
looking for something?
You know, it's not a thing that should exist within reality.
How's my favorite corporal doing today?
But, you know,
Hello.
that's one of my personal beliefs. I don't want to get too personal or too religious about it.
Okay.
I think Stephen Fry said it best, and I'll leave it at that.
Hey, Corporal St. John. How's it going?
Sure. Yeah, homelessness and untreated medical illnesses. Oh, my. I have one of these Silent Hill scary nurses swinging her pipe at me. Wow. Okay, and I did want to swap out the weapons. Like, I literally forgot one of the reasons I came to camp was because I needed to re-equip my sniper rifle, because why would you not have your sniper rifle equipped?
Nope. Okay. Corporal St. John.
What's that?
Year round. Yeah.
Yeah, what kind of loser doesn't have their sniper rifle equipped?
Corporal Deacon St. John.
Sarge.
What is it? The sidearm is the weapon you use to fight your way back to the rifle you should never have left behind. I
Nothing.
believe that is the old military adage.
See you, Corporal. It's been real nice.
Yes, Sergeant.
Yeah, thanks, Lee. Appreciate the reminder. Yeah, I know. I know a lot of people enjoy the crossbow, and honestly, I'm mostly being funny about it at this point. I get it. I get why people enjoy the crossbow. I really do. I'm not joking. I'm being completely serious. I do understand why so many people like the crossbow. I personally prefer a nice scoped rifle in that slot. Oh, look, we got some free loot. I'll show you my rifle, baby. It's got the extended barrel on it.
How fast the reload?
Yeah, but how fast is the reload? Well, I'm afraid it's bolt action, so it's single shot only. Captain Caffeine heading out? Oh, shit. All right, buddy. Cap, thank you for being here, man. I sure do appreciate you. So Captain Caffeine is one of our Bear Trap Tavern get-together OGs. This man has been to every Bear Trap Tavern convention that we have done so far, all 3 of them. And folks, if you would like to come hang out with us in real life in Colorado Springs, Colorado, we do an actual in real life get-together every year, the last weekend of April, Colorado Springs, Colorado. It is not too early to start making your travel plans. Start budgeting. Start looking for flights. You know, if you book your flights early, you can get good prices on airline tickets. The hotel that we generally recommend staying at near the venue is called the Spring Hill Suite. So go ahead and put that in there. So if you plan to come, start looking for rooms at the Spring Hill Suites. Cap, yeah, thank you for putting that link in the chat there, bud. And I think that only goes... That may not be to the current event, but it will take you to our website, which is where you go to find current information on the current event. I believe we still have the mugs for sale. Yeah, just check the check our. Hang on, I'll put a link in the chat for you. Check our merch store, and you can get links to buy the Bear Trap Tavern coffee mugs and all of our other merch. We do have a lot of merch. Actually, yeah, check it out. You want to be on camera for a sec, Claire?
Sure.
Claire is wearing one of her Bear Trap Tavern, what is that, a tank top?
Yeah.
Racerback? Tank top? Whatever? Yeah. But yeah, we have a lot of merch on there. We have 8-Bit Terror merch, Sponicus Rex merch. We have Days Gone inspired merch. We have Red Dead Redemption 2 inspired merch. We have Doom inspired merch. It's all mostly stuff that 8-Bit has designed herself, actually. She did pay a professional artist that's a friend of hers to design 1 or 2 of them, 2 of them, I think. So we have paid an artist. The Drifter Arsenal one and the Fuck Schizo, wasn't it? Yeah. So there's a Fuck Schizo shirt. I know you want one of those. But yeah, the Fuck Schizo shirt and the Drifter Arsenal shirt.
Drifter Arsenal one is like...
Drifter Arsenal, she said, is one of her favorites. It's like superb. So yeah, we do have some killer merch on there, man. We have coffee mugs. They make handbags, notebooks. I'm actually really fond of the 8-Bit Terror logo on the white notebook. I think it looks fucking killer. Just looks cool, man. Even I'm kind of jelly, man. Mine doesn't look that good. Oh yeah, mine now comes on a black notebook. But yeah, this is the 8-Bit Terror logo on the white journal notebook. Looks really good. But yeah, do check out the merch store, man. Like I say, Claire designed almost all of that stuff herself. So I mean, that's authentic 8-Bit Terror and Sponicus Rex merch, man. We made it for you guys. Claire says she mostly made it because she wanted some Days Gone merch, and there's no good Days Gone merch out there. Okay, I don't really intend to engage the Horde here. For those of you that don't know, the Mount Bailey Horde is actually my least favorite Horde in the game, and I do like to bring something like the Chicago Chopper or the MG55 or something when I take these guys out. They're fucking assholes. The main reason I don't like it is because it's such a wide open spot. You have so few options here. We may go ahead and do it. I mean, shit, we're here. Why not? Let's bring them out with a flashbang. But I do like to have an actual machine gun on me when I do this. The MG55, the Chicago Chopper, or something like that. Probably going to end up using a shitload of resources doing this. At least we're full up on grenades. I love it when it does that. See if I can move them away from me a little bit. Move them up closer to the mouth of the cave there. Now let's get them back up by the cave up there. And that was my last grenade. I bet you that's about all of them. Oh shit, I wasted that pipe bomb. They're all spreading out now. There we go. I would like to hit level 2 with Wizard Island Camp. So that's one of the main reasons I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. I mean, shit, we're here. Why not? Plus, this will give us a ton of bounties to turn in at camp. Max capacity. Okay, and we can just buy grenades at camp.
What the hell is that sound?
Okay, let's see how we're doing on injectors. Health and stamina are the last ones left, so we're going to go ahead and top off stamina. Webster, what's up, Webhead? How you doing, man? And there's Carol Beck. Carol, oh, this was the Horde that ended your first permadeath run. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh, damn. That's rough. That means you were pretty far in, yeah. Now, had you set it to be like per act or per whole playthrough? So like, were you able to go back a little ways, or did it completely end your run? Yeah, talk about maximum corpses. All that XP, though. Yeah, you're right about that. Now, I'm kind of at the point in the game where I don't give a shit about skills anymore. I've completed my character build, which is all the way up to carry that weight on survival, all the way up to up the ante and head rush on ranged, and all the way up to the executioner skill on melee. Once I've got to those points, I don't really give a shit about skills. There's nothing else that I need to play Deacon the way that I like to play him. It's just no longer a factor at that point. At that point, I'm pretty much just filling in skills just for the hell of it.
Lieutenant Weaver, you there? I'm at the mine.
For those of you that don't know, this little camping ground here is one of the places to pick up the superior metal axe. They do respawn here. The 8-Bit Terror channel has a video of every single location known currently where you can pick up the superior metal axe, including... It is every single location, she is certain. It is every single location where you can pick up the superior metal axe, which is the best melee weapon in the game. And it also shows the earliest location to pick one up, which is way earlier than you might think. It's actually earlier than I knew about. It is possible to pick up the superior metal axe before you have even entered the Diamond Lake camp. I didn't know that shit until I saw her do it.
Fuel can.
James, no one? Are we going to no one? I didn't know till about a month ago that there is an exploit to get to the southern regions. There is an exploit to get to the southern regions early. Let's see, what's the rest of your comment there? Did it in the remaster and they made it so you can't scroll down the map. Yeah, I had heard that you can't access the map or something like that anyway once you're down there. But yeah, I guess they fixed that shit. And you can still get down there, but you can't use the map. Okay, yeah, 8-Bit saying it was the same in the original. I know she did that one time on one of her playthroughs. Ah, Carol, you wanted it to be a real permadeath. Oh, yeah, you engaged the Horde before you had to.
Tell Carla
I can fix this.
For what?
for committing to a full...
Oh, yeah, so Carol, 8-Bit Terror, would like for you to know that she thinks you're a fucking badass. Just for committing to a full-on, real-deal, whole playthrough permadeath. Like a proper permadeath, she calls it. So yes, 8-Bit Terror has officially pronounced you to be a fucking badass. Even though you didn't make it, you did commit to it and you did try. Kudos to you. Oh, James, you just found the channel recently. Right on. Welcome in, man. It's great to have you here. Glad to have you. Always love to see new faces in the crowd.
Here we go. Ore testing kit. Yeah.
Rodney, I see your question. Where is it? What are you looking for exactly? The metal axe? Yeah, then Violent Jones just put a link in there for him. Thank you, Violent. Oh, and the silent advisor's like, hey, James, we're twins, man. We're both newbies. Old souls in a new chat. Welcome in, guys. Oh, yeah, James, you're playing on a base PS5. I got to be honest, my personal favorite playthrough of Days Gone so far, my personal favorite is the based version of Days Gone, not the remaster, just the base version of Days Gone on a PlayStation 5. As long as you're playing that with what were the current updates at the time, that is my favorite way to play Days Gone so far. It's very stable with fewer glitches and nice, smooth, clean visuals. I really enjoyed it. All right. Now, this mission is another reason why I love to run the auto shotgun. Nothing quite like clearing a cave with the auto shotgun. 16 rounds of fuck off to the face. There is no tool that I would rather have for clearing tight spaces. The auto shotgun. Yes, ma'am?
I just got the auto shotgun of Dark Souls.
Oh, okay. Claire says she's over there playing Dark Souls right now. And she says she just got the auto shotgun of Dark Souls. What is that? What weapon is that?
It's not really just I was struggling with an area. So I changed to the big
Oh, and a halberd. Okay. She likes the halberd.
No, I didn't consider it. Like, fuck off to the
Boy, we're going to do this or not. Come on. Bring your ass.
That's the last.
There we go. No, that is not the last of them. I still see red on the map, young man. Don't you tell me it's the last of them when it's not actually the last of them. We have not done the runner cave yet. Not yet. That is one of the missions. And you know me, I always prefer to just clear the map first before I start on missions. This is actually an optional mission that we're doing right now. And I like to do those optional white missions. The missions with the white side markers. I'm sorry, I keep saying this wrong. The missions with the white map markers are 100% optional side content. These will disappear if you progress the story too far. So I like to do those before I get moving on the story.
Here we go.
The Black Knight halberd? Is it the Black Knight halberd? She doesn't know. She's busy. She's doing Dark Souls right now.
That's not good. Oh, yes. Damn it.
Crystal halberd. She said she hadn't really used it much, but it seems to be really useful in Analondo.
Finish collecting.
Analondo.
Get the hell out of here.
Whatever that means. You guys know where Analondo is?
Here we go.
I'll show you where Analondo is. It's in Uranus. Now, does anyone else get lost like 1,000 times in here? It's not just you. Andor Londo. Dawn's cooking. What's going on? She says, where's my little purple horns? Those are on 8-Bit's headset. Yeah, I don't have those on my headset. They're on her headset. She likes to keep her headset set at a specific size. It's like she has her hair done differently and stuff like that, and I'm usually wearing my hat and stuff.
All right.
One Eye Gamer. Welcome in, One Eye Gamer. 6 trophies away from plat. Cool.
Not enough.
So there's another one in here?
Cinnabar. Yeah. I gotta reload.
Oh, where the fuck is that bitch ass Cinnabar at? Don't step around my corner. Do not step around my corner. Tried to tell you. I tried to tell him. Zachary Gray, welcome in, Zach. The Kimult Horde is killing you. Okay, let me ask which one exactly. There are 2 that have similar names. There's the Kimult Train Station Horde, and there's also the Kimult Community College Horde. Which one is it? Is it the one at the train station or the one at the college? And either one of those, we can help with that. Ooh, nice crafting materials up here, but not... No Cinnabar. Damn it. Where's that other fucking piece of Cinnabar here? I thought it was near the generator or near this wall. So I think we already got the one off of the wall. There it is. It's right there by the fucking generator. I walked by it like 3 times and never did get the icon to pick it up. One by the trains. Okay. One other question. Now, there's technically 3, because at the Kimult train station, there are 2 individual hordes that can spawn there. One outside of the main story mission, and also the one you do for the main story mission. Are you currently doing the one? It is the first horde story mission. I got you. Okay. That was personally the single most difficult horde fight for me. The very first main story mission horde, where you use the napalm Molotovs with Captain Curry, that was the single most difficult horde fight in the game for me. And I had already been killing hordes. I had already killed the fucking sawmill horde. I killed the sawmill horde early because I didn't know it was a story mission. But I struggled worse with the train station horde, so don't feel bad, man. You're not doing anything wrong. I personally struggled with that one more than any other horde in the game because of the way it's structured. You go do that mission for the Wizard Island Witch, where you capture a live newt, and as soon as you get back to camp with that live newt, it dumps you into the mission to go kill that horde. You are given no opportunity to resupply, and you are given no opportunity to change your loadout. There's nothing you can do except roll into that main story mission with whatever gear you have in your pockets and on your back. I went in with the wrong shit, and I was low on supplies as well. I personally recommend what I had to do. Now, I'm not saying you should do this, but what I had to do, I actually had to reload an earlier save. I had to load up an earlier save, resupply, change out my loadout, get ready to fucking rock. Then I went and did the mission to pick up the newt and go into the horde. I do have all right, there's a couple of videos. I don't know if you've seen this. Check out my Horde Killer Masterclass. I just put a link to that in the chat. Yeah, you just had to go back. Yeah, I hear you, brother. No worries. If you haven't seen it yet, check out my Horde Killer Masterclass. That's not specific to that horde, but it will teach you tactics that will work against all of the hordes. You'll be more confident at killing hordes after you've watched that video. Now, specifically though, on my channel, search Days Gone Kimult Horde, no problem. Long time ago, I uploaded a video that shows some of my favorite and most reliable methods for clearing that horde. And I think that will help you out a lot. It's like specific step-by-step stuff. If you still can't get it after using the tactics in my videos, then you need to also check out Borislav 24/7. Borislav 24/7 will have videos that will show you good tactics and also safe spots where you can stand in a safe spot and pretty much be invulnerable. So either way, yeah, run and grunt and throw flammables and explosive shits. That pretty much is how it's done. You can also do that horde from stealth. I think I have a Kimult train station horde or Kimult horde pure stealth. And that might help you out too, because it is actually possible to get that horde pretty much without ever engaging them directly if you're hiding in the bushes and tossing Molotovs and attractors and stuff like that. Ryan Hulsenbeck, what's up, man? I do not know. I actually didn't know that there was an update until after I had started playing. I got in late from work. We ate dinner. I immediately jumped on and started streaming. I wouldn't have even had time to download it before we started. However, if you want to scroll up a little bit, check the chats here in the comments tonight from Lee. I'm sorry, Lee, I don't recall your last name right now. But just go a little bit further up in the chat and you'll see our viewer Lee has been updating us with pretty much everything that is included in the update. So it's like I was saying, I think I was talking to Andrew a little bit earlier, that though I don't personally know what was included in the update, this community is still a great source of information on that. Just have a look in the chat there and you'll be able to see everything that was shared with us earlier. Yes, there's lots of different ways to do that Kimult train station horde.
Okay.
Lots of different ways. And that's one of the things that I love about Days Gone in the first place is there are so many different ways to do literally everything. Always one of my most favorite things about this game has been quite simply creative freedom. There are so few games out there that allow this level of creative freedom in the way that you do things. Income. Yeah, folks, do please remember to hit like on the video. Thank you for that reminder, Income.
What's up here? Another tunnel? Looks like
Man, I can't see shit. It's like the flashlight's not even doing anything. Oh, it's because I was right up on the wall. There we go.
oh, haven't been up here before.
Now, I do want the Nero injector that's in here. That's another reason I decided to go ahead and do this mission now. It's because we are trying to clear the Nero injectors from the map. So we're not going to take this exit here. We're not going to go out that way. I'm going to go ahead and explore this cave a little bit and find the Nero injector that is available in this location. I think we're on track now. It is much darker. It's like the flashlight just does not do like anything anymore. We'll just throw a fucking Molotov, give ourselves some temporary light. There we go. Now I can see where I'm going. Okay, how about another Molotov? Cool, now I can see where I'm going. How about another Molotov? Got some loot in here. And a path off this way. There's the beacon. All right, I believe all we have left is health. We're about to max out all of our stats with all the Nero injectors. Yeah, Andrew, that is absolutely true. Yeah, this game was made by Ben Studio, who made the Siphon Filter games. Oh, yeah, Carrie, you just change your settings? Yeah, I guess I probably should as well. Generally, it's not such a problem, but this area, inside a cave, it is extremely dark. Yeah, Rodney, I hear you. I saw you put that in the chat earlier. Like, really, did you guys not adjust your screen settings already? I wanted to see what it was going to be like first. Hey.
Can I help you, Lieutenant? Weaver, I ran out of isopropyl alcohol. Do you have any?
She's playing Dark Souls over there and squeaking.
Stop by later. Jesus, you never give up, do you?
There is survival vision. That helps a little bit, but that doesn't actually help you see in dark places. It just kind of marks things for you. Oh, look, here's some free XP. Let's go get that.
Yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, just drop off the horse as soon as you can.
Yeah, so I'm actually not playing the most up-to-date version. Like I said, I came in, I got in from work a little bit late. We ate dinner. I jumped on the stream immediately, and I wouldn't have even had time to download the update before the stream.
Hey, what are you doing?
Your mom is what I'm doing here.
Sergeant?
Come on, this is some primo shit, let me tell you.
Oh, that's right. We're not quite level 2 here. Yeah, we're only like halfway to level 2 here. That blows. Let's actually pop over to Diamond Lake Camp just real quick, because we do have the ability to purchase grenades there. Yeah, her little British squeaks. Yep, she's squealing in British. Hmm?
Am I coming?
Very much,
Oh,
yes.
stop.
She's like, am I coming through? Yes.
Corporal St. John, open up.
I'm glad you're having fun, dear.
Corporal Fancy Pants.
Corporal Fancy
How are
Pants.
things, Deke?
Sarge.
There we go.
Anything else?
Yeah, 4-Bit is actually sleeping in the next room.
That'll last you.
Unfortunately, with our current setup, his bedroom is right on the other side of the wall for this room.
See-
So I'm going to do that one more time. We're going to pop right back over to Diamond Lake so I can max out my grenades. Show you right, summertime. Show you right.
Open it up.
Deke. How's my favorite corporal doing today?
There we go. And now we've maxed out our grenades after taking on the Mount Bailey Horde.
Okay.
Okay. All right, now what other hordes are in this area? Other hordes for the Crater Lake area. Shit, somebody remind me. We've already done Mount Bailey. There's only like 2 others in this area. Are they even available yet? McLeod Ridge and the one over here that's inside the nest, right?
Gardens, Rimview Ranch.
No, we need just specifically Crater Lake.
Oh, Crater Lake?
Yeah.
Fuck, they're healing. McLeod Ridge, Mount Bailey, Lobot Ridge.
Just Crater Lake.
Okay, I'm sorry. Pass me my book.
She's got a list of them here.
Yep.
All right. So in Crater Lake, we should have Mount Bailey, Rimview Ranch, and McLeod Ridge.
What I say?
Okay. And now are they all available, or do you have to be at a certain point?
Send the book.
McLeod Ridge only becomes available after capturing the newt. So we should have Rimview Ranch. I see it. Available immediately. Okay. Rimview Ranch is right over this way. So let's grab this free XP here, and then we're going to go do another horde. I'm trying to get up to level 2 with Wizard Island if I can. Rim Job Ranch. Yeah, right. And Lee says, oh my God, I was just doing the Aspen Butte ambush camping. Glitched and it launched you into the air. Oh my goodness. And see, that is exactly the kind of stuff that really kind of sours my interest in a permadeath run. Really kind of sours my interest in doing a permadeath run, because it's like, I don't want to have my permadeath run ruined by some stupid shit where the game spawns me in the fucking air and I fall to my death or something. It's like, I don't think so, man.
Hey,
Not really down with that.
Okay.
I am certain that would ruin my fun. Yes, dear.
I got one of the big dudes.
Oh, she got one of the big dudes.
Yeah, his brother.
And now his brother is mad. I have no idea what she's talking about.
Hey, Corporal.
I never played Dark Souls. Okay, what I actually want is this mission here. Isn't it? Oh, no, I'm an idiot. We need to go turn in the fucking Cinnabar. I was thinking this was one of those Colonel speech missions.
Lieutenant,
Dark Souls. No, I think she's currently playing Dark Souls Remastered.
Leave that shit by the door. No.
Dork Souls.
You know, that
Yeah.
army shit.
Dork Souls is what she calls it.
I think that's...
Oh, Leah didn't kill you. Okay, nice. Nice.
Yeah. This is great. Hey, just wait a second.
Yeah, I know that shit would piss me off if a run ended because of something like that.
Polystyrene.
Yeah, you know, like white foam.
Llama Rob heading out. All right. Thank you for being here, Llama Rob. Well, I've actually gone a bit later than I meant to. I got a late start. The stream was really glitchy earlier with a lot of internet connecting issues, people getting kicked off the stream, so I figured I'd go a bit longer.
That'll be all, Corporal. That'll be all.
Oh, Carol, you decided that wouldn't count. Just make sure you don't do something stupid. Yeah, but it's like still for me personally, if I'm in the middle of a permadeath run and I die because of something stupid, it's like I'm not starting another permadeath run over. I'm not starting over another permadeath run because of that. As I cannot see myself putting up with something like that. Yes, dear.
I just did good.
Yeah? She just got good.
No, I just did good.
Just did good.
I just found.
Oh, it spawned the bike right out in front of his tent.
I'm just gonna grab some shut-eye.
Oh, yeah, Rodney, I can only imagine, buddy. James Briggs, you're right. Yeah, I should have a look at that skill point. Yeah, it's kind of like I was saying earlier. Once I hit a certain point where I've got my build complete, I don't really have any use for more skill points. Once I get to... I start with carry that weight on the survival skill tree. And then I like to get to up the ante and head rush and then executioner skill. And once I've gone along the path to get to those skills, there are no other skills that I actually need. I'm basically just filling in slots at that point. I guess this is cool. Stamina regen rate. That's cool. We'll do that. But yeah, thanks for the reminder. I mean, there's no reason not to spend those skill points unless you're doing some kind of challenge run where you're not spending skill points. All right. What did I say we were going to do? Rimview Ranch Horde.
No problem.
Nah, I just cleared the nest and then fucked off.
Oh, Corporal, what's happening?
Sergeant?
But we do already have the MG55. I do like to clear enough hordes early on to get that unlocked as early as you can.
You stay safe, yeah?
All right. Let's go get the Rimview Ranch Horde. I am thinking about New Game Plus just because of the Growler. They have added the Growler to the main game if you're on New Game Plus, so it is now possible to get the Growler on New Game Plus at locations where hordes spawn. I generally don't play New Game Plus, though. I really like... I find the early gameplay loop satisfying. I really like the going through and getting your skills and upgrading the bike and unlocking the weapons. When you don't have skills to unlock and upgrades to unlock, it kind of kills the fun of gameplay. But also what it does to me specifically is it fucks up my flow. Because I don't... It's like, well, I know I want to go do this mission and go do this horde and go to this location and do this thing. And it's like, if I already have all that stuff unlocked, well, it's like, well, shit, now what do I do with myself? I don't have to go there to get this thing. I don't have to go do that thing. And it just really messes up my flow. So I generally prefer to do a fresh start on Hard 2. I rarely ever do a New Game Plus. But yeah, I have a New Game Plus save. The Horde is present. Nice. I have a New Game Plus save that I like to use just for exploration and also for like making video. I like to record gameplay using that New Game Plus save where everything's unlocked. Oh, you got the Growler in your first box in Horde Assault mode. Nice. Wicked cool. I can tell I'm getting tired. I'm starting to get sloppy with the controls. I think we'll mostly just use grenades for this one because I can replenish them at Diamond Lake Camp. And this horde's not as big as the Mount Bailey Horde. There we go. Rimview Ranch Horde. We're still only about 2/3 of the way there. But now I know we've got meats and bounties to turn in.
There we go.
Okay. Let's go get these bounties. We'll head back. We'll turn in our meat and bounties and see what happens. Meat. Did you bring friends?
Here we go.
I could use some more meat. Come on, buddy. Did you bring friends for me? Doesn't look like it. The wolves generally spawn in at least 2 to 3 at a time. Pie May! What's up, Pie May? Welcome in. How you been? Yeah, Adrian, for me personally, I certainly don't hate on other people who like to play New Game Plus. But for me personally, it kind of messes up the flow. Like I say, it's like, I kind of don't know what to do with myself, you know? You pretty much, I catch myself just jumping from story mission to story mission and doing nothing else. Because there's no need to, like, work toward unlocking things.
Okay.
All right, let's pop back to camp, see what we can do after we get some more meat. That should have been a kill. Maybe not. We are kind of outside the effective range of that weapon. I saw that corpse rolling down the hill behind me. I was like, oh shit, we're getting attacked. All right. No, this camp. Oh, I see. Well, I didn't actually see the question. Let's see. 1 gig fiber internet was Wi-Fi 50 meg, one direct. I was getting 300 meg DC. I guess I didn't see the question. I see you saying, oh, hang on. Speaking of internet, do you play on DC, like direct connection over Wi-Fi? Yes. This machine is hardwired. Both the PlayStation and the PC are hardwired to our router. Which, as I understand it, that should be the fastest connection available. That's always going to be faster than Wi-Fi because your Wi-Fi is your bottleneck. All right, well, I doubt we're going to have like 4,000 credits worth of bounties and meat, but we can sure try. I blame Comcast, yeah.
Corporal, how are you?
Sergeant,
Let's see what
how's
happens.
it going?
Been busy out there, huh?
Pretty damn close.
See you, Sergeant.
That's not going to get us there, though. We've got quite a few meat, I'm sure, but that's not going to put us over, 2,500 for sure. It's not likely, at least. Maybe.
That's all I got.
Oh, so close. So fucking close, man. Oh, my goodness. I wish there were one more horde we could take out here. That would probably do it. All right, so we have... What does this do? Well, there it is. That will give us 1,800 trust with Wizard Island if we go do this mission. And how much did we need? Yeah, I think it's fewer than 1,800. I think that one camp job will get us to level 2 there. I suck at math. I got to use my calculator. All right, so we have 12.5 as our goal. We currently have 11,389. That is 1111. And this camp job over here will give us 1,800 trust. So we're going to go do that. Yeah, see, James, I don't really know, like, the technical terminology stuff. I really should read up on that shit and learn more about it. I mean, I'm literally a professional streamer. I play video games for a living. I have a day job, which we talked about my day job earlier. So, like, I don't get to do this full time. But it would be cool.
Fuel can.
Be reasonable to know more about it. I don't even know what that shit means. PSSR, VSSR.
Done. I can fix this. Let's go.
PlayStation Super Resolution. You're missing an S. What's the other S for? PlayStation Super Resolution? Otherwise, it would just be PSR. No, PlayStation, I guess. Yeah, PlayStation Super Resolution. I got you. See, that's how much I know. What am I hearing? Is that a breaker? AI upscaling. I already don't trust it because it's AI. We'll What's the current time? 2:04. What are we doing? This one mission up here. Oh shit, we still have the MG55. Let's go ahead and we're going to camp till first light and change my loadout a little bit. I'm going to put my sniper rifle back on. Damn, it's already 10 o'clock. Wow.
It's like Boozer says, I hear a
Check out the merch. Nightbot says, check out the merch. Dude, please check out the merch, man. I think y'all will like it for real. Oh, TAC 40. I just see your comment there about the growlers are fun. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I will very likely spend some time playing on my New Game Plus save that I have right now. I have a New Game Plus save that is actually multiple consecutive New Game Plus, because years ago when I first started playing Days Gone, I did several New Game Plus playthroughs back to back to back to back. It's like one of the reasons on that save file I have like over 100,000 credits at most of the camps, just because it's consecutive New Game Plus playthroughs, and it does keep up with your camp credits and stuff from one playthrough to the next. Okay, let's go ahead and swap out to the sniper rifle that I normally have in that special weapon slot. We still have a suppressor on it? I do. I have a good suppressor on it. Nice. Oh, we live in the same time zone. Right on. Yeah, we're in kind of southeast Colorado, I think. DLSS is NVIDIA's AI upscaling. Is much better. Interesting. Okay. I mean, honestly, I would expect the PC upscaling stuff to be better than the PlayStation upscaling. That tracks. Oh, you're in Idaho. I see. Shit, man, you could make it to Bear Trap Tavern Convention next year. Wait, I wanted to get the scrap as well. I think we're a bit low on scrap right now. Yeah, come on. Come hang out with us at the Bear Trap Tavern Convention. Colorado Springs, Colorado. Last weekend of April every year. It'll be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the last weekend of April every year. BTT Con, there it is, Miss Violent Jones. That's a freaker, not marauders. Those are freakers. That's a fucking buttload of swarmers running around. Oh, there you go. I mean, I guess we could do this. Meat is still useful. I think we're about to hit level 2 any second now. Yeah. Thank you. Trying to hit level 2 with Wizard Island. Got one more mission to do. Yeah, I gotta work in the morning. Fortunately, like I was saying earlier, I'm doing training this week, so I'm not working my regular normal hours. It's more of an 8 to 5 since we're in training. But the training location is like an hour away from here, so I still have an hour-long commute in the morning. Got to be on location at 8 a.m. About 7:50 a.m. is when I need to be there. But that means I need to leave here just a couple of minutes before 7. Training day. Yeah. Kind of. It's kind of been like that. Doing a bunch of ill shit. What the fuck are you doing? Well, I'm glad the auto shotgun was able to snap you out of that shit. Did y'all see that shit? I see the laughter in the chat, so y'all must have seen it. That was fucked up. I'm not sure what killed this wolf over here. I guess that cougar killed the wolf and the runner right on top of each other. Creepy.
I can use these.
Adrian, no shit. I love how you're really specific with the it runs 15 to 18% better. How do you come up with those numbers? I'm not doubting you. I'm genuinely curious. How do you come up with those numbers to determine if it's 15 to 18% more efficient? Men coming, he says. Bullshit. You didn't spot me from that far off, you fucking prick. I don't believe a word of it. Uses less power, too. That's interesting. You want to build me a PC?
Location where Lieutenant Norwood was seen. He seems pretty fortified, sir.
Or at least provide me with a build list.
Just follow orders, Corporal. Garrett out.
Yes, sir. Fucking A. Okay, come on, you assholes. Let's do this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Adrian, no worries. At first, I was really hesitant to talk about it, but I figure it's really not that big of a deal. What I do currently, I used to work a job that was a lot more fun, just didn't pay very well. When I first moved to Colorado, one of the first jobs I took here in Colorado was working in the cannabis industry, which was super cool. I really enjoyed, I liked the company and the people that I work for. In fact, my boss at that job, Obi-Wan Craig Noby, you see him in the chat every now and then. Craig was my boss at my cannabis industry job, and is one of my favorite people. He and his wife are my two favorite people that I have met since I moved to Colorado. Really good folks. I really enjoyed working for them. But the pay and the benefits just were not what I needed. And the industry wasn't able to match what I needed. So I decided to go back to something that's more in line with work that I did in the past. So I currently work for a contract security company doing inmate transports for the Colorado Department of Corrections. I'm basically an armed Uber driver with a gun. What we do, the contract security company that I work for, we specifically handle inmates who have like long-term medical problems. Like think cancer patients that are going in for radiation treatments, diabetics that are going in for dialysis, things like that. So people who are just in and out, inmates who are in and out of actual free world medical facilities regularly. And we provide them transportation. We provide them secure transportation. It's not something that I do for fun, like working in the cannabis industry. It's something that I do because the pay and benefits are way better.
From over there.
Man, you assholes won't give me a good target. That's right. I'll shoot you in your ass. You ain't got no armor there, do you, motherfucker? So yeah, I'm basically an Uber driver with a gun.
Ah, they got him!
Headshot in the dark. How you like that shit?
Something's here. Something's wrong.
I want some light.
Gotcha.
How you like that?
Burn, you asshole. I got you covered.
Pull it back! Moving back! Okay!
Oh, I got a double kill off that one shot. That was nice. No, that was literally shooting in the dark. A shot in the dark.
Lieutenant, you in here? Gotta reload.
I hear you. I know you're there.
Okay, hang on.
There we go.
I'm coming.
Oh yeah, I guess I could have turned my flashlight on. Instead of slinging Molotovs for light. Molotovs are just more fun. Let's see. Do I need to say hi? Miss anybody coming in? Something Wicked just says, what the hell? What's up, Something Wicked? What are we talking about? Oh, right on, Adrian. You work as a liaison between the federal government and the Bureau of Indian Affairs. Okay. Oh, you've got your work cut out for you, don't you? Trying to make a soulless entity give a fuck about real people. Good luck, man. A little bit of what we have to and a little bit of what we want to. Yeah, I hear you. Oh, yeah, that cougar glitch. That was fucking hilarious, wasn't it? It's good stuff. We got some good-ass loot in here. Hey, bit terror. Oh, trying to give the list of Nightbot commands. Yeah, that should work. What is it? Exclamation point commands and a space before the next words. Yeah. You're correct. That should have worked. Hell, you know what you're doing. Nightbot's gone rogue. Would not surprise me. Yeah, Adrian, I hear you. So for real though, hey, if you're not on our Discord, please do feel free to join our Discord. Like I wouldn't mind chatting with somebody about helping me come up with a really solid budget PC build. Like I'm not expecting anyone to build me a PC. That's not what I'm asking for. What I'm asking for is more like a parts list, recommendation on build, build specifics, things like that. I don't know PCs. I'm not a PC gamer, never have been. But I would like to have a good, strong gaming PC. The PC that we have right now, the more powerful of the two machines, is used specifically for video editing. Which, I mean, if you have a really strong editing PC, there's a lot of crossover where it's decent for gaming as well. Lots of RAM, good video card, stuff like that. But I could use some specifics on doing a budget gaming PC build.
So can you just get back alone, huh?
Yeah.
Now you got Nightbot working? Nice, good job.
Get going. Go.
Open the pod bay doors, Nightbot. I'm sorry, I can't do that. This should put us over level 2. There it is, level 2 with Wizard Island. Nice. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. Get back to camp. As we now have the ability to purchase both the Chicago Chopper and the BFG. I generally don't even bother purchasing the chopper because I'm not going to use it. I'm going to use the auto shotgun. That's just my favorite. Definitely going to get the BFG though, for sure. Chopper is a great weapon. I'm not knocking anybody who likes running the chopper. It's a badass weapon. It's a great primary weapon. I personally prefer the auto shotgun. The auto shotgun is my single favorite weapon in the game, period. Oh, wow. Okay, Captain Caffeine sent you some headphones and totally changed the game for you. Yeah, you should absolutely be playing Days Gone with headphones on. Absolutely, 100%. That is the best audio. I mean, sure, if you have like excellent 3D audio soundbar and stuff, like really good surround sound, and a soundbar and subwoofer, and you can turn it up where you can hear it really well without pissing off your neighbors, that's cool. But yeah, headphones are the best way to achieve that. Stickman still hanging out in the chat. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Oh, somebody who's trying to get started in Hempcrete. That's cool.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Yep, there's the link to the Discord. Heck yeah. Let's do it. We can now purchase
Sergeant,
both the Chicago Chopper, which is a great weapon. I do recommend getting it. Oh, you can get the Eliminator at level 2. I didn't realize the Eliminator was a level 2 weapon. The Eliminator's not a bad option for a sidearm, but I do prefer the SMP9 as a handy spray and pray option for those tight situations. The little stubby that you get from this camp is a great sidearm as well. Both of these are absolutely phenomenal for taking out enemies from the bike. But unfortunately, that's about all they're really good for. Where the SMP9 can do both of those things. It's effective both on foot and on the bike. But yeah, I do recommend getting the chopper. It's a great... In fact, let's go ahead and get it. Why not? I got plenty of money. So we now own the Chicago chopper. But I do personally prefer to run the auto shotgun. That's my personal favorite. I'm fully aware that it is not the best weapon in the game. Certainly not the best weapon for every situation. But it damn sure is my favorite. And then the BFG. And the BFG is the main reason that I don't run the auto shotgun. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. The BFG is the main reason that I don't run the crossbow. That's what I was trying to say.
Well, yeah, it makes sense. I'd do that if I had enough credit.
Now we have 2 camps where we can purchase suppressors and grenades. I think I still need a few grenades, don't I? Just a couple. Ooh, can we buy flashbangs at either camp? We can't get them here. Let's go check Diamond Lake real quick, see if we can get flashbangs there. Because I do like using flashbangs for killing hordes. I like to use the flashbangs to pull the hordes. Oh, hi there. Zachary, I love Zachary saying, "Horde no mas." Did you get all the hordes? Nice, good job. Oh, check it out. Let's see. Louder Than You finished another run through, this time on the PS5 remastered. Great fun being able to pick up the Growler on New Game Plus. Yeah, that is cool. Right on. Congrats. K2 Error. Hello, welcome in. Or is that supposed to read K-Terror? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. How are you tonight?
Hey, yes, hard.
Oh, we still can't get flashbangs. That's level 3 only. Okay. I was thinking one of the camps gave you flashbangs at level 2. Maybe I'm thinking of Diamond Lake or something. I'm sorry, I mean to say Lost Lake. Yeah, that's I'm misspeaking quite often. I'm getting sloppy on the controls. It is just about bedtime, folks. In fact, it is literally bedtime. It's bedtime for Deacon as well, isn't it?
I'm just gonna grab some shut-eye.
Adrian, that's correct. Our Discord is, well, our community is known as the Bear Trap Tavern. That's also the name of our Discord. Oh, no shit. Hey, Adrian, congrats on your sobriety. Fuck yeah, man. Control. Oh, I know you. Control-Alt-Deceit. Yeah. I actually said hi to you when you popped in on our Discord for the very first time. Yeah. I think Control-Alt-Deceit. I just think that's a really clever username. That's funny. I like that. Right on. Yeah, I remember that username now. I apologize. I'm not. Let me start at the beginning. I simply am not one who uses social media. I am not a social media user. For the most part, I fucking despise social media, especially stuff like Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. I fucking despise that shit. I have no use for it. I have no tolerance for it. But that kind of makes things difficult for me. I actually do care about our Discord community because that's not just social media. That's us. That's our Bear Trap Tavern. So for the Discord community, I do try to be more active on there. I'm just not one who sits with my phone in my hand being on social media. Even when I'm active on the Days Gone subreddit, that's more work, honestly, because I'm kind of working to build the Days Gone community and help new players as they're coming in and things like that. So even that's not me spending leisure time on social media. That's Bonicus Rex working to build the community. But I do try to pay more attention to our Discord. It does have value to me. That's not social media. It's just us. All right. And actually, this is a really nice photo mode shot, isn't it? There it is. I think we're going to end it on that note, folks. Oh, unfortunately, we are shutting it down for the night. I've been going, what, 3 hours now? Longer than I meant to. We got a late start tonight. We had some technical issues at the start with bandwidth and internet and stuff, so I know it was a bit choppy to begin, so I wanted to give us a nice, long, high-quality stream. It's just what we do here. All right, so things to be aware of. What else do we have going on? You need to subscribe to the Hey Drifter channel. We have a Hey Drifter channel that is a collaborative effort between myself, Sponicus Rex, and 8-Bit Terror, the host of the Days Gone podcast. All of the stuff on the Hey Drifter channel comes from our knowledge of talking to folks within the community, our knowledge gained from talking to developers that worked on the game, our knowledge gained from actors who played characters in the game, all of that stuff. It all goes into Hey Drifter. So check that out. We just got there it is. Thank you, Miss Violent Jones. We just got a new video uploaded on there talking about why Deacon doesn't swim. The multiple reasons for why that is. We also have one of our first character deep dives on there, our character dissection. Maybe dissection isn't the most polite word, but a deep dive into the character of Ricky Patil. So if you like Ricky's character, or if you just want to know more about our opinions on Ricky's character, check out that video as well. That's there for you guys to enjoy. Again, it is just part of our work that we do to keep this community growing. That's it. That's it for me, man. I'm rambling now. That's all I got. Thank you for being here, everybody. Claire, 8-Bit Terror, will be on tomorrow morning. Most likely, what is tomorrow? Thursday? Yeah, she'll probably be on 8 a.m. Mountain Time, playing some more Days Gone Remastered on PlayStation 5 Pro. The host of the Days Gone podcast will be playing Days Gone Remastered tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Mountain Time on her channel. And then Friday evening, I'll be back on for some more Days Gone. Friday is our big night where we pretty much always play Days Gone. Anytime that I'm able to, I jump on there and play some Days Gone. So I do intend to be here Friday night. Man, that's it. That's all I got. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. And we will see y'all next time. Good night, everybody.